tester, and I can tell you that behaving like the wokies on the internet, where you basically bash your employer and try and blackmail them into compliance, that's a good way to get you fired or reprimanded at least, or fired at worst. As is bad mouthing your clients. Like I there's a story I told Sin a long time ago. There was this guy in my office. He was testing this game alone for months, like, just on his own, and it was fine. But at some point in his frustration, he named his save file "I hate this game," and somehow the client found out, and yeah, he got fired for that. So that's the thing. You can be measured in your criticism, especially since Ubisoft is apparently aren't they allegedly going to sue anyone who badmouths their game or something like that?
They supposedly have a thing that they're trying to do they're calling it to crack down on employee harassment.
Yeah.
That's what they're using as a scapegoat.
Yeah. Oh, one thing about this was one of those, like, I'm not defending the game, but one thing I'm going to try and do is debunk certain, like, wrong stuff, like false information that's been spreading out there. Like, there was one point where there's a lot of hoopla made about canon mode, which you see on screen now. Canon mode is basically, I mean, how do I put it? Like, Assassin's Creed games are like a fictional history, but there's always like an official version of events. For example, like, I think for Assassin's Creed Odyssey, like, the female character is like the canonical version of the character, but you can play as a guy anyways, and it's the same thing. I think like the same applies to Valhalla. What canon mode does is it basically makes this more like an interactive RPG. It goes through the canon version of events in the Assassin's Creed universe, no more and no less. So it's nothing. It doesn't take away choice. It's just an option.
So the news reports about it were wrong, because it was talking about how it basically holds your hand and guides you and basically plays it for you.
Yeah, that's my understanding of it. I've never actually turned it on because obviously I was testing the game. But what canon mode basically just goes through, like, basically it eliminates dialogue choices, so you don't get some of those god-awful gay romance moments we've been seeing clips for the last 3 days. It basically...
I don't know what you're talking about. That is the best written shit I've ever seen, and not written by a middle schooler.
Yeah, but you get what I mean. Like, canon mode basically just goes...
Seeds. They're not blue enough, but they will do for you. Oh god, I was dying when I saw that.
Oh god.
My god, you had to keep seeing it over and over again.
The thing is that I can't divulge too much through NDAs, but basically there's a cheat engine that's built into the game, so I think I couldn't trigger that normally. Like, it was actually really hard to trigger it. It was really hard to trigger like these relationship levels normally when the version I played. So basically, like, the one where they actually do it in the woods is I couldn't get normally. So I actually used the cheat engine to check it to make.
I'm sorry, I can only imagine you having to write the note for that. Can't get gay butt sex. Please fix. Thank you. Sent.
I honestly had other funny things that happened, like
you do
like
too.
that. Yeah, like I don't know if I'd write that, but you probably would have a bug to say, like, if you can't get it normally, like if you use the right conversation wheel choices. So,
well, let's jump into it and see the amazing, and yes, it is Yasuke, but we're gonna keep saying it Yasuke because it's funnier.
You relive a jigsaw of experiences and emotions.
I don't care,
Some
God,
memories
go
are
away.
soothing and familiar.
We control the vertical, we control the horizontal.
And then there are the ones I have reconstructed.
We have watched The Matrix.
What I'm about to show you. In these memories there are imperfections, aberrations.
We are the masters of screensaver.
Biology.
Brokeback Mountain
I'm
scene is
getting
both
ahead
please
of
fix.
myself. You may not
aberrations that
understand
defy
what you
biology,
see
so they're
at
talking
first,
about Ibuki now.
but you must
I guess.
trust
I don't
me.
know.
Trust
Is that the
yourself.
non-binary would totally exist and not get killed instantly in the
Yeah,
error of this?
yeah. I mentioned this in like my discussion thread on Twitter. Like the irony
Years
is that
ago,
the
my
non.
journey started at sea, as it must for all who journey to these lands.
I have to say though,
A complex and precarious
despite the
place.
architectural inaccuracies, it's a really pretty to look at.
At
You know, the
war
sad
I have
part
to
is we
say.
had to
for
run this on
centuries.
potato mode.
From that chaos and bloodshed, my opportunity surfaced
We put the black man in,
in
the
the
box.
form of the most powerful warlord their
No,
history had
there's a
known.
chair in the box.
Yeah, I might get in
Order
trouble for that
Nobunaga.
joke.
What's in the box?
A
What's in
lord
the
who
box?
took an
It's
interest in
Gwyneth
me,
Paltrow's head, spoiler alert.
an outsider among outsiders.
I love that she actually dressed like that for Halloween one year.
This was actually a nice touch. This is
We're
actually
going the Gotham routes tonight, huh? I mean, we
Um
do have our
momento,
Gotham
chegou.
Knights guy with us.
Tragam a cadeira, irmãos. Chegou na hora certa.
I'm actually curious if this is proper Portuguese.
I'm curious as well. Like I know we didn't ask the Portuguese testers to verify for us, but like
Oh, I know somebody who's
The
Portuguese. I can
Varadano,
show him this.
you are expected to appear before Lord Nobunaga today.
Oh, those facial animations are beautiful.
Thank you, Sir Mitsuhide.
this was
We are
one of
ready.
those things. One thing I have to give them props for is that I think Yasuke's outfit looks like it does in one of those old scrolls. So at least that seems to be somewhat accurate. But that's about as far as I'll go. One thing that I have to say about this game that I find extremely odd is that there is a kind of a discrepancy between how to put it, the realism
Não
seen in several of the
podemos falhar
characters.
hoje.
Like, how do I put it?
Viajar
Like
para além do que é a tua
Yasuke
cada
and
vez
Naoe
mais
look
perigoso.
reasonably,
Sem a permissão do Lord Nobunaga,
like, look reasonably,
a missão dos
what is it,
jesuítas será
photorealistic.
fracasso.
But some of the other characters, they look like
podemos
they're like from
garantir.
PS3
A nossa
generation.
segurança deve
So it's
ser
really
Some of them
strange.
Sua
sound like it.
presença manteve os
By
monges
the way, I'm not
bandidos
controlling
bem
this, guys. This game plays
Diogo
itself
não
at
os
some
deterá para
point.
sempre. Temos de garantir o favor de Nobunaga.
longe. Vamos ficar bem ocupados
Which
quando nos
makes it
deitarmos a
funny.
mão.
You
O
don't
que tens
have
a
to
dizer
play the
sobre
game,
isso,
it plays
Diogo?
itself.
Gostavas de voltar a ver o oceano.
Now
I think I think that's because like there's I think that's because like the following mode is activated.
Percebo.
How do I turn it off? I want to escape.
This is the opening. You probably just have to do it.
Yeah,
no, well,
you can.
there's no. I think you can actually. There's an instruction that says follow him. So I think there's like
I just
an
tried to move
auto.
around. It won't let you. It does stop you.
I think there's an option you have to toggle on or off for that. I think.
And
I
Black Man
think.
tried to escape. It might have been in testing. By the way, just to show you what I was talking about, I only have one monitor. I don't know why it's doing that. Why it's showing another one. The Odyssey is my only monitor.
It'd be funny if like it was showing like the monitor was like showing something in a different Discord server for some reason. Let's see. Maybe it would be in controls. No, controls or gameplay maybe. I'm not sure. Walking speed, HUD toggle vibration. Let's see.
I think for this you can't escape them. It might have been, like I said, something you could do in testing because you had to check things, but I think they took that away.
Possible, like aim assist. Let's take quick. Really, let's see. Can you go further down?
Yeah.
Okay, because I lock on.
Fuck you, I don't need your damn auto. I don't need your camera mode. No one cares.
Camera follow screen dismemberment on. Yes, we have to dismemberment. We got to leave that.
Man, I'm coming
Okay,
off of the new Yakuza
Okay.
game, and it's so disappointing seeing the dismemberment in this.
Honestly, okay, I don't know what happened. Like I know there used to be when I was testing it, there was a toggle. Like I think if you press down like the right stick or the left stick, you could turn it off and roam freely during these things. But like you said, it could have been removed. I have no
Yeah, I
idea.
imagine they probably did it for you guys to check for bugs, and if they would have let us do it, holy crap, do you know what we
Aqui
would have
temos a
done?
senhora Nene.
Oh no!
Vamos
This was
vê-la
actually
morir
supposed to be a
ou não?
regular
O
feature,
vassal
but
mais próximo do
anyways.
Lord Nobunaga.
no, you actually use like a different.
Oh,
You
I
actually use a
remember
different-
everyone getting mad over her and not understanding why she looks like that. There's a reason. We'll talk about it after the cutscene, but she is actually supposed to look like that. That's actually a historical thing, folks. The eyebrow thing.
Yeah, those. Yeah, people were that's one of those things that I really got. Yeah, after cutscene, I'll explain.
You know, even in potato mode, the game looks good.
That's a big pig.
The Gotham Knight VODs are among your favorites. Oh, thank you.
What was that? What was being
Somebody
said?
really likes our Gotham Knight streams.
Oh, I'm glad.
We'll do more behind the scenes stuff. The whole thing is Lunar has to make sure that he can do it where he's, you know, doesn't get in trouble. That's why we're very careful when we do these.
Yeah, not to shoot down my own publicity here, but like I have less interesting stories from this because like a lot of this was just business on this particular game. But I'll try and provide funny stories when I can.
Viste como Lord Nobunaga olhou para o Diogo? Será que nunca viu homem negro antes?
Lord
Let me
Nobunaga
check if
will
there's
see
any
you
more
now.
mods for this.
Diogo,
Go
espera
Oh.
aqui.
Because we
Não
are going to
digas
add mods
nada.
if there are.
Oh, you know what? There was a funny thing with
Lord
the hair physics in
Nobunaga
this game.
commands that the black man join you.
By the way, do you understand, really quick, just to pause it, there is a fucking option that we had to turn off, because again, we had to put this in potato mode. I just want to show you an option that had us laughing last night. Where is it? Hair strands!
Oh, I've got a story about this one. Oh
Go
my
for it.
god. No, what happened was that how do I put it? Like, what's up? There was an entrance like in the cutscene where like these two Jesuit priests are like the long-haired guy, right? He's walking into like the palace where like Nobunaga's gonna meet them, and what happened is like that for some reason the hair physics went wonky. So basically, he had like that raised hair, like that like looks like you got scared in Scooby Doo where it's like standing straight up.
He went
He
Super
walked in.
Saiyan.
Yeah, no, it literally it looked like one of those things, like like one of those like high cuts, like the African American style high cuts where you see like the hair is like raised,
Yeah.
upwards. It was hilarious to look at. Oh man, virtual texture.
I'm just pointing out we couldn't, because we were trying to figure out last night, and you saw the video of how badly it was running last night. We were trying everything.
Yeah.
And we saw that, and we were just like, what? Hair strands? Really? We need a specific display thing for hair strands.
I'll say they at least put effort into the options menu.
Oh yeah, no, I'll actually give them credit for the options menu.
Yeah, that's one of those things you can't really bash Ubisoft for. They do try to make it infinitely customizable.
I had to put it on potato mode. There's a lot of things I can bash Ubisoft for.
Yeah, like I said, they Ubisoft is really dedicated to making their games interactive to all possible audiences with all possible settings when
like
they
the
can.
subtitles
That
and stuff. I absolutely actually like. Also, I like that the subtitles for this are in actual Japanese. It's a nice touch. But I do like how they give you all of these different types of subtitles, because they do actually help those with hearing issues.
Yes, that is one of that's like
Being
I'll
told
give them
the emotions and things. That's not a bad thing.
Yeah, definitely. Like I like they even have like, I don't know if it's in this one, but I remember the Far Cry games had like the ones I worked on anyways had settings for like if you had like color blindness. So that was actually pretty good.
Oh, thank God they've got yellow. So fun fact, due to the brain damage, subtitles that are in, why am I fucking signing? Just out of nowhere I started doing it. But yellow makes it easier for me to read.
Go for it. What is it?
So sorry to those watching if that gets a little bit. Oh, that's cool. So they have narration and stuff. Like, I like this kind of stuff. The actual like stuff for the disabled is good.
Oh, they even got a voice.
Male and female.
Feminine or that's nice.
So for that kind of thing, for the deaf or for hard of hearing and stuff like that, certain pitches are easier to hear depending on your issue.
Yeah. One thing that One thing that I will actually add, this is something that you wouldn't know playing in English, but you would in other languages. Like since a lot of like contrary to what's being said, once Yasuke and Naoe team up, you can probably play something like 65 to maybe 80% of the rest of the game as one or the other character. So it really, you have the complete choice of, if you really hated Yasuke that much, you could just not play as him. But what I mean is that one thing that Ubisoft is really dedicated to is the gendered bit. Like if you have an info, like a, what's it called, something like a simple line where like an enemy says like, "You fool, how dare you stand opposed to me," like "how dare you oppose me," or something like that. The German version of the game, for example, will have like a version of that line for the male, like for Yasuke and Naoe, that has a gendered version of fool. They will actually do that. So, I have to give props to Ubisoft for that kind of detail. They try and introduce like gendered language, like gender specific language when referring to different
With what
gendered
issues? Hearing
protagonists.
issues. Hearing issues.
Me?
No, apparently my thing glitched out. I said hearing issues for the deaf.
Okay.
Why the fuck am I signing? It's because I'm not holding a controller. That's why I'm signing. It's because I'm not holding the controller. Plus, I was signing earlier for my mom, so. So, yeah, we had to do actually a lot of work behind the scenes to get this game to run on stream. So, if you are actually having problems and you are a streamer... Oh, fuck you. It was a deaf joke. Here is the issue. Here's a good fix that we used. Frame rate generator off and messing with the sharpening strength is how we got it to work. Not guaranteed it'll work for everyone, but if you are having problems with this game, that is a good fix. Why is Xbox advertising to me? Fuck off, Xbox. Why are you sending me a message? You should be off.
Because they want you.
Alright, so let's get back into the game. So we will be pausing periodically to talk about different things. Because again, it's not often we're going to have somebody who actually knows the inside of the game and can talk about certain things. We're not going to try to get him to do anything that's going to get him in trouble or say anything that's going to get him in trouble, obviously.
Yeah.
Rather not have my friend lose his job because of me.
Yes, let's not do that in this economy.
Especially when he's holding my Epic Mickey, damn it.
Yeah, that and like, yeah, that my country might be destroyed by economic force and annex.
Oh, no. It's okay, we'll welcome you. You can be part of Florida. It'll be fine.
But
No, I'm not going to
my
comment.
Sword bearer, a slave. He does not speak the language.
Oh, that is
Lord
me. Look at
Nobunaga
this thing.
commands it.
Devia ter deixado no porto. Ou flutuar no mar onde te encontramos.
Deus ajudar-nos nesta situação, Padre Valiano.
Well, Frois is an actual Japanese historical figure, so I think Valizano is as well.
Yes, he is.
I will be right back, you guys. Enjoy the cutscene.
Lord Nobunaga, I present to you Father Valignano. Father Valignano has come to request free movement for his priests in your lands.
That is correct, Sir Ranmaru.
You will address Lord Nobunaga.
Of course, of course. Forgive me, Lord Nobunaga. Please, accept this gift. A European chair, made by the finest artisans in Portugal.
All good, welcome back.
You may
All
rise.
good, welcome back.
You ask me to let your priests walk freely.
Oh crap.
But
Everything
your
okay?
priests are here already, Father Valignano. Perhaps before you worry about your priest feet, you may wish to plead for their heads. Your black man has the instincts of a warrior. Has he realized the danger you are in? His eyes found every threat in the room.
I'm sorry, Lord Nobunaga. He does not understand us.
I would have many questions for this man, if only he understood.
Now, here's my
He is-
question for you. Are they supposed to be speaking Japanese currently or Portuguese?
Okay.
Because we were trying to figure this out because we're trying to figure out
There
why
is-
he suddenly knows the language.
Okay, I'll explain this to the best of my abilities. Like, just as an aside, there is like someone else who worked at Ubisoft told me that there's actually kind of a mixed language mode that shows like let's say the realistic version where everyone's speaking the correct languages at all time. However, my understanding of this particular scene is that you switched over to speaking like Nobunaga Oda is speaking Japanese right now, and they're responding to him in Japanese.
So
But
we're just gonna go with Yasuke just knows Japanese. Does it ever actually? Minor spoiler.
oh no,
okay.
no, it comes up. It comes up here. Like he knows he picked up Japanese listening. Like I think to the Portuguese, like the Jesuit missionaries like using it. So he picked some of it up, like more
Okay.
than they thought he did. That's
Okay.
my understanding. But you can pick the dialogue options to actually do that right now because I think he can. I think there's various options that address it that are coming up.
Because I was just
So-
wondering, because, like, without really much of an explanation, it is kind of a funny scene because it's one of those that we had talked about this before. It just seems
Yeah.
like, oh my gosh, he knows everything. Holy shit, hold on. Okay. Oh god, he knows this language because he's the amazing black man that knows everything. Like, that's the joke going around because it's hard to understand if, just seeing the game because it's not much explained on that. So I wanted to get kind of a reason for it.
Well, the reason, okay, here's like strictly from a realistic perspective. Like, Yasuke was a Portuguese slave, right?
Yeah.
So, aside from whatever language he spoke in Africa, he also spoke Portuguese. Now,
Yeah, that I understand.
yeah, obviously. So, once he was like on the Portuguese, picked up by the Jesuit missionary here. They obviously were probably speaking in Japanese on the ship as practice, or, maybe they had someone else who was Japanese on the ship. I'm not sure, but Yasuke picked it up from
See,
there. That's how.
It's a minor nitpick for me, but that's something I wish we kind of had like a cutscene for or something. Because the problem is with this, you see where I'm coming from. There are going to be people that go, "Oh, he knows it out of nowhere," type of thing. Like he picked it all up instantly, type of thing.
You know what? You can actually, if you don't mind me saying so, you can actually force the conversation branch, I think, to right now, during this cutscene, to actually answer your question.
Okay.
Because if I remember correctly, right, like Nobunaga just said, if only he spoke Japanese, I would have questions for this man. And options now are to either, as Yasuke, are either to be quiet or to respond to him in Japanese. So that will offer you an answer to your question. So there will be an explanation.
All the people of Kyoto speak about since his arrival.
I'm sorry, that facial animation, man.
There,
So should
see,
we
you have your
say-
option.
Yeah. Should we say I understand you well?
Yeah, that will give you that'll give you an answer to your question.
Again, I'm kind of diffusing a lot of the stuff that's been going on online. That's why I'm asking these questions, guys. Because
Yeah, that's
there's
exactly
so
what I'm
much
trying to do as
going
well.
on.
Yeah, despite my earlier comments, I'm trying to keep this as unideological
Nobunaga,
and unpolitical as possible.
I do understand you.
There you go.
Have you been deceiving me, Father Valignano?
No, Lord Nobunaga. Even I am surprised to hear Diogo speak like this.
Your name is Diogo?
Yes, Lord Nobunaga. That is what they call me.
I'm trying to be impartial in the whole
Lord
controversy. The
Nobunaga
game's
would
still
like
out,
to speak
by the
with
way.
Diogo. Alone.
To each their own tastes. Like I said, I've said this before.
I think my main issue from what I have seen is just the writing. I feel bad for it. I think the programmers did the best they could. I know you testers did everything you could. I think a lot of it is on Ubisoft with that fucking launcher. And just the writing in this, in places, are just terrible. We've seen the romance, haven't we, Chad? It's everywhere.
Sit.
I do like his outfit, though. I will say,
Has
like,
your
the outfits
skin
are great.
always been this way?
Yes, Lord Nobunaga. My homeland is very far from here. All the people there have this color.
I had thought to kill you all. If the Christians were gone, it would be one less thing to consider.
Considering the
But
time
they
frame,
have
you guys
proven
kinda
fair
tried that.
traders, and a bulwark against the Buddhists. Luis Frois amuses me. We've shared tea. But this Varignano I do not know. What are you to him, Diogo?
I am like a bodyguard. I am to ensure he is safe in this land that is foreign to him.
You are his bodyguard, but also his slave. Are you not?
Yes, Lord Nobunaga. I am.
Varignano will not be pleased that I kept you here. What do you think he will do with you? Kill you?
I'll be back.
I do not know. I have been subject to worse men, and I yet live.
These worse men? Who are they? Father Varignano, I will grant you what you came for. Your priests are free to move in these lands.
Thank you, Lord Nobunaga. You will not...
But your servant, Diogo, stays. He may yet prove useful to me.
Ah. Very well. Though he is good for little more than bearing your sandals.
Under me, sandal bearers become lords. I see potential in this man. A warrior whose spirit can inspire armies. He will be tested. He may become a legend. Or he may die.
This memory is fractured. What was left, it trails off into infinitesimally smaller fragments. I'll fast forward you to the next reassembled memory. One moment.
I am so sorry I had to step
The
away.
integrity of a memory
Somebody
can
was
be
throwing up.
tampered with. There are a variety of reasons. Viruses,
This is interesting.
data corruption, environmental disturbance. But sometimes it's because she doesn't want you to see them.
Huh. This is interesting even for me. I never saw the meta commentary here from the voice.
Really? So that wasn't in the tester stuff? So was that a later edition thing?
I think so. Like, what? Very strange.
Yeah, Kiwi
Like-
was throwing up. Sorry, guys.
Is everything okay?
Yeah, he's still sick and my mom's sick now, so I'm having a fun day here.
Well, one thing I can tell you, like, from this thing is that the introduction that... Okay, I'm trying to go not to violate NDAs. But,
Bro
like,
just went flying.
one thing that I... Like, the introduction to this game when I first launched it was entirely different. It had, like,
Really?
It had, like... Well... Maybe you skipped it despite like starting a new game. It could have been like a one-time cutscene that you see, like you have like a kind of like Abstergo Industries like infomercial where they were
Oh
explaining
yeah,
the
you do
animal
start
to
with
you.
that. We had that in the original starting thing when we started yesterday. It doesn't come back
Yeah,
until the first time you play, which is kind of a shame.
Yeah, that's the one I was talking about. That's the one I remember seeing. Though, yeah, Egan Shinobi. This is.
All I could think of is the Yasuke simulator, and yes, I know it's Yasuke. I'm just being dumb on purpose. And yes, so for those that are joining us, we do have somebody from the team who worked on test. So I am not on the side of Ubisoft at all, folks. Understand, I hate this company because that fucking launcher makes things damn near impossible to stream unless you put on potato mode. But I do want to kind of dispel some of the myths going on around the internet with the game. So
Yes,
we're basically impartially still shitting on this game.
I am of the same thing. I personally, I work like I was contracted to work on this game, so contrary to what someone on Twitter claimed, I'm under no obligation to shill for it. However, I will do what Sin is doing. I will defend the game if it was falsely accused of something, and let slide any insults or critiques that are actually merited, in my opinion. But that's about.
When we come to, because people are pointing out this never was a thing for Yasuke. Yes, absolutely, this is all fanfic written by a chick who has a like for certain things. Yes, and the historical guy, if I remember, wasn't he like already proven to be a scam artist or something?
As far as I remember, like from what was told, like what was mentioned about Yasuke, like basically, at best. He was like at best he was like a sword bearer. He just carried Nobunaga's stuff around. He was like a baggage carrier. At worst, he was just basically like Nobunaga's like walking entertainment / jester. He would like amuse people and do stuff for him.
So that was
feel the breeze, Yasuke.
Say it without getting in trouble with it.
It fans the total destruction of Iga. A most perfect night. Ready to finish them off?
At your command, my lord.
I am afraid.
What is it?
I've never fought a battle like this. So many lives.
Ever the righteous man.
I would like to point
Iga
out one
calls
thing.
its
When this is
unifier
done.
a tyrant. 40,000 of our countrymen ride with me. Is that tyranny, Yasuke?
No. No, it is conviction. They trust in their future with you.
Yes. And that belief makes you my samurai.
Iga's rebellion stands in the way of harmony. I ride with you.
Go. Find Momochi Sandayu. His death will sever the sword from the hand of Iga.
The original author made up everything in the original Japanese book. He said this is what could have happened. He
Light your
skipped that when
fires!
he translated
The wind
it
will
to
spread
English.
them!
Are you joking?
Arrows! Watch yourself!
So it was basically a theory on what could have happened. I wonder why it didn't get translated properly.
One thing I would tell. Okay, one thing that some of you. This is something that you will have to decide for yourself whether it's a valid option.
That's me.
Well, this is one of those things that you're going to have to decide for yourselves while watching this stream and future streams.
For Lord Order
Why is there just a random fucking deer? Bro, this is... Oh my god, I can't kill him!
You're on fire.
I am, but look at the deer.
Well, the deer seems to be fine. I don't think we need to save the deer.
No, I
Oh,
don't
dear.
think we can save the deer. We can't kill the deer
I think-
either. He's a god deer.
It's not moving either, so it's
Nope.
probably just a glitch.
Well, count
Yeah,
it,
that's
guys.
probably
We
supposed to be
got
outside somewhere.
He lives in here
So
now
just-
with the flyers.
Just to get to what I was saying, like basically, if you want to accuse the
gate will
game
not
of
stop me.
woke writing, it's about. Well, this is one of those. I mean, this is one of those hilarious scenes where you just see this, like one of those things that contributed to the negative stereotype is basically Yasuke has a tank. Is basically like a tank. He just breaks through everything by like sheer brute force. So
This is so
So
much
the guy-
funnier if you've seen the simulator game. By the way, there is a level in that game, and you're on a subway train.
Oh,
That
you're on a
is
bullet
only.
train.
funny if you actually know why.
Can't avoid all of
I actually want to know if they did that on purpose. I feel like they did.
That's kind of horrible.
Think about it. It's not a great thing of what Ubisoft did either. It was kind of
no, but it's the difference between doing it out of gross negligence and doing it out of intent.
Yeah, no, I'd be curious what their reasoning for that was in that game. That game is fun, by the way, Umar. You need to try it.
I'll try and catch your old streams about it.
I'll give you it once I upload it.
Yeah, send them to me. So just to get back to what I was trying to say though, the game's writing, and this is my personal opinion, so you are free to disagree or make your own observations about it, is that the game, like, usually when you have woke writing, right, you have two components to it. First, you have like everyone fawning or standing over the minority or not like the non-white minority or female protagonist, and two, you have them like being like, you know, insufferable, arrogant douchebags who are good at everything. As you can kind of see, like, Ubisoft kind of got the first half of that in a lot of things, like with Nobunaga being like impressed by Yasuke, but as you can see from Yasuke's reaction to the destruction of the Iga village, he has doubts about what he's doing. So, you know, he's written more humbly and likable than you would see from, like, you know, your typical woke character. He has doubts, he has PTSD, he has, like, you know,
they like
he makes mistakes.
To be fair, they really like using PTSD.
Yeah, that's true, but I'm just saying that at least he's not, you know, like, he doesn't have, at least he doesn't have, like, this, what, breaking through the door?
I'm gonna headbutt that door, I'm gonna do it, boom!
Yeah, that's the game.
I guess you could say the helmet thing, but I feel like that would snap off.
Yeah, but like I said, like, they love using PTSD, but at least Yasuke's not written as, like, a Gary Stu or, like, insufferable or anything like that. So there's that, at least.
Another memory. Just fine particulate at this point. Listen carefully. Memories can be fractured, ignored, twisted, but what has been can never truly be lost. The past is power. Do you understand? Fujibaya Shinawe.
Sorry, 1 second.
The structural integrity of her memories is solid. There is much for you and her to discover. I wish you luck. Otherwise, this will be the last time we speak. Goodbye. For now.
One thing I will point out to the people here is that this Assassin's Creed game I was discussing with someone at Ubisoft, and it is actually a bit unusual from two perspectives. Like, Yasuke is, of course, a heavily fictionalized version of someone who actually existed.
I didn't mean to leave in the middle of talking, I'm sorry.
Sure. Everything okay with you, Sin?
Not really. It's kind of hectic over here.
Well, I wish you luck. I can't... I can just offer the moral support.
Yeah.
Like I said, I was talking with someone at Ubisoft. This is not going to violate anything, but
Stuart, what do we
basically,
do?
this game is a bit unusual from two different perspectives. First of all, Yasuke is like a heavily fictionalized version of a person that really existed. But this is a bit... Naoe is also quite unusual because Naoe, like her father Nagato,
I can see it on
is
your
an
face.
actual historical person.
What was in Hattori Hanzo's letter?
So she's like the fictional daughter of a real person.
Not just the one Oda Nobunaga
So which is really
Someone else
strange,
is
and
coming to Iga?
and I cannot personally verify this, but apparently in the Japanese version, like I said, don't hold me to this because I haven't checked it, but apparently in the Japanese version of this, they changed his name, so it wouldn't match the historical person.
I can do
So
it.
maybe
I can
that
help
was...
you.
Yeah, I suspect that was done intentionally, if true. But like I said, don't you go spreading any rumors online because I can't verify that.
I'm ready.
You say on a live stream.
What?
Nothing, I'm joking.
Okay. No, I'm
we don't
just
have
trying.
to worry, he's not a historical figure anymore, he's just dead. Oh, never mind, they got the point. Also, they just did that thing where just random Japanese thrown in. Are you okay, Kiwi? Oh, no, come on, baby. 11 o'clock, I'll give you both your medicines. Can you wait until then, sweet stuff? I know, I'm in pain.
Oh, when I was testing...
I'm sorry, I was looking away.
When I was testing this, there was actually a problem, like... This reminds me of it. There was some kind of, like, a boundary issue with the thing, so... Like, like, when you enter the Egan village here, there was some kind of, like, glitch where I think you couldn't actually walk into the Egan village because, like, there was a invisible wall blocking your way. And even, like, and there was another one or something like that. Or if you did enter it, it considered you out of bounds and desynchronized you. So, it was a really strange thing. What? Well, you have to skip. You have to use the debug to skip past it. There's nothing you could do.
Yeah, you can't skip this. This is dumb.
No. I mean, like, when I was testing
Why did I just end up over there? What the hell? My control didn't work for a second there, and I was just randomly on the other side. That is weird. So, Mike, what do you think so far?
I think great experience.
You sound like you're having an afternoon.
I was afraid he lost you for a second there.
No, he's just watching. This guy was a lot easier to kill the other day. There we go. That guy just did not want to die today. Also, I like that there's just this barrier, like, no, you ain't going any further.
That's in every Assassin's Creed game if you go, like, off the map.
I will say I like the actual structures and stuff, even in potato... Like, this is potato mode and it doesn't look terrible. So I can give them that at least.
Yeah, like, speaking of environmental stuff, one thing that got a lot of flack while this was, while this game was being, like, you know, roasted by everyone was, like, these large, like, people were complaining about these large, like, ceramic, or, like, these large, like, clay urns that were outside the houses. They said, like, what the hell is this crap, you know, like, basically what they are is, I think they're filled with water, and they're, like, destructibles. I think they're destructibles meant to be, like, environmental, for some environmental purpose. But that's, like, you know, I was like, that's why I was kind of, like, I was kind of rolling my eyes on this, and I'm like, you're complaining about game mechanics. It's like complaining about those oil barrels that you can blow up with a gunshot, you know?
Well,
that's what that stuff is.
About the yellow, what is it, the yellow paint?
Yeah. Yeah, but that's what I'm talking about, like...
moved a little faster. And again, I just came off of Yakuza and stuff like that, and damn, those are some good games. Welcome. Stabby in the back.
Yeah.
What number Assassin's Creed is this?
Them.
What are we up to?
Egan.
10, 11, 12?
I think it's like the 16th.
I think this is like 50. I think this is like in mainline entries. Hang on, let me check.
I think there's like 16 Assassin's Creed games in general, but mainline entry, this is not.
She gave it to you, so I could protect it if they came.
Well, out of full
What
games,
matters
I
now
guess I should
is
say.
defeating Oda. All the forces pour in from every direction. The mountains, the tiger mouths. Then I will meet them there. Is that not what we have pledged? We pledged our oath to her, and they died with her.
This would be, out of all of the games that have been released to date, this would be the 16th.
Wow.
Do what you must.
Man, Mike, if we get that donation, you're going to be working your ass off.
There you go, bud. At least it'll be good. At least the early entries will be good.
Wait! My heart belongs to you. But my blood is Egan. I will get you to Mibuno Castle.
I'm coming with you.
No. I need you elsewhere.
Yeah, because no one's gonna notice that.
Run to the Kufu, the mountain. The door will open. To this blade is a key.
What?
It's a keyblade.
Inside the Kofun is a box.
Damn it, sit in the corner.
Protect it with your life.
Stewie!
You said you want to help. Now's the time. Cannot let Sendayu stand alone.
Why doesn't it
Show me.
sound familiar? Now it's bugging me who he is.
Naya, what's it?
Go.
Was it
I will
Fukubayashi is his last name or something like that?
Now, the box. It cannot be opened. It cannot be taken.
Yes, this
Promise me,
is the MacGuffin for the game.
I promise.
I think historically, like, there is suspicion, though it's not confirmed, that Nagato and the guy you saw him talking to earlier, Sandayu, were actually the same person. Of course, in this game, there's two different people, but
Yeah, I can give that to video games.
Yeah, you know, like I said, historically, I think they're suspected to be the same persons due to like how sparse the records are from back then for certain details.
Oh right, you're gonna hold my fucking hand because you're a video game. Why do I even need to tag the freaking enemies?
I don't.
Yeah, it helps you track them if you're doing a stealth
Blade.
mission. That's just a common thing.
Okay.
Does it help with aim at all? Does it help with aim at all?
Probably.
It just lets you track them like on the map so you can see them with your like eagle vision. At least that's how it used to be. I don't know if it's the same thing now.
Speaking of eagle vision, one thing that's been constant through the Assassin's Creed games that you guys might have seen a bit before with like with funny videos from like taken from Assassin's Creed 3
right in the head.
is the fact that when you activate debug mode in like when playing an Assassin's Creed game, like basically like the characters will like rise up into the air and flap their arms like a bird. And
I want
if
debug
some of
mode
you
so badly.
and if some of you have seen like footage from like the third Assassin's Creed game where they were mocking like the main protagonist like Native American powers because he was like going full eagle mode and flapping his arms like an eagle, that's where that came from. That's indicating that the debug mode is active. So
I want the debug mode ability so badly. I want to play the entire game doing it. That would make this game worth it. It really would.
Oh, that's one thing I think I can reveal. Like, people who are mocking the size of this game and all the details, you should have seen what happens when we were testing the game, because what happened was that I think Ubisoft was including all the extra and alternative assets in the game, and before I started testing, I think the game had actually gone up to like something like 200, 300 gigabytes.
Just find the box.
When I got there, it just kept increasing until it took like half a terabyte of space to download the game.
Jesus!
and at that point, so you have to like basically download half a terabyte twice a week to play the game. And they were like, okay, look, Ubisoft, like, please, like, give us decent sized builds, because we had some poor people who were like working from slower connections, and basically it was like, how are you supposed to you're supposed to like spend half a day downloading this game or overnight? Like, you can't do that.
Oh god, the deer has returned. So my question is, when you guys were testing this,
yes,
was it always online testing, or like was the game like it is now where it always has to be online, or did you guys have like an offline build, or can you not say?
That's
like, how this game is like always online now because of the Kinect. I'd be curious if there is a version that was at any point offline. And again, if you can't say it, that's absolutely fine.
You know what? I'm honestly not 100% sure, because I'm not sure if I checked, but I suspect there is an offline version, because there'd be no other way to, like, if something went wrong, there's nothing else you can do. But I think there was an offline version. But don't hold me to that. Like, I never really tried to experiment with it.
I was just curious if, like, there were any times where you didn't have an internet connection and you were still able to test the game, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
supposedly if you don't have internet, what I've heard with this one is if you're not online, you can't play it, even if you own it. I don't know if it's true, I haven't tested it myself.
That would be the release version. I could understand a testing version not having that, because this is a single-player game. We know they just slapped that on at the end anyway.
Yeah, like, even I think the Yakuza games have that problem. Like, I don't know if it was like that in the release version, because I never played like what's called the man who erased his name. I never played that. I never played the civilian version of that, but I do know that we did have some problems there because the game was like basically continuously like sending out signals, like basically they were sending like the electronic equivalent of signals like, hey, I'm an official copy of this game, don't shut me down, and it would cause trouble if you disconnected the internet, because then like the game would start like not working at some point. So I'm not sure if that's what's going on here, but I mean that I've seen that feature before.
So now I know which Yakuza game you tested. I'm so sorry. I played that game. It's free on PlayStation Plus. Oh God, why couldn't you have a fun one?
You didn't like the man who erased his name?
No, I tried. I couldn't continue, but I gotta play it in Japanese, and it might be better.
Yeah, that one was a bit. I enjoyed it. I didn't find it too bad, but good lord, like some of the stuff in that game.
I think you'd really enjoy the new one. That one is just straight up pure stupidity. It's great. I will be streaming Man Who Erased His Name, though, so.
This is the MacGuffin for the game. I could tell you what's in the box, but I don't want to ruin it for everyone.
No! It's a
I won't.
I've seen this series enough. I know what's in there.
Okay, her jaw should be broken.
Okay, this is one of those things that I say like would be an anti-woke moment, in the sense that basically her not
history.
Well,
isn't that in every single one of these games? That the things will rewrite history?
In this case, that actually might have merit, because what's in the box is only brought up at the end of the game, and you'll probably only know it if you actually know realize the full significance of it if you know Japanese history, or at least Japanese culture a bit. But anyways, no, it's I'm not gonna say anything because I would spoil it. But
I'm just gonna say, why is her jaw not broken?
Okay, well, this is what I was kind of say. Like, basically, she went. Okay, let me put it this way: you have a relatively inexperienced female ninja go up against an armored samurai with like what is it? Like a kabuto, like one of those bats, right? And like, let's say it ended as realistically as it could, in the sense that she was overpowered and got smacked around.
My mother.
So what I'm saying is that those scars on her face will never completely heal, so she isn't an invincible girl boss. She didn't take down that that samurai with like a backflip or something like that. She actually,
even woke writing will do this and then make you think and then she becomes the super uber powerful one. Woke writing has done this kind of thing before.
That man hit the ground like a sack of potatoes.
Yeah, he did.
And he had arrows in him too.
Her fucking jaw should have been broken, or her cheek.
And her arrow, and he had arrows in him too. So like, he's that good.
I'm Tomiko.
He had one arrow in him. I saw Tom Cruise in Last Samurai. He had like 5 bullet wounds.
He fell into a dead sleep after dragging you in. There will be some hard days ahead, but he'll live. You can sit up. How's the rest of you?
Nothing's broken. I can move.
Yeah, but sorry, my point was that basically, yes. Let me put it this way, like.
I didn't fix you up just so you can
how would I
breathe
put this?
again.
Like I was saying, like, she's not
very
like Rey.
important to my father.
She's not like Rey from the Star Wars sequel movie, where she could instantly, she instantly knew aspects of the Millennium Falcon better than Han Solo did. That's what I'm trying to say with the right.
Star Wars?
You know
What?
my father.
Did they actually
that's what I meant.
that?
Well, I mean, like, there was a scene in the first sequel movie where basically, like, Han Solo hadn't been with the Millennium Falcon in a while, and he couldn't figure out this malfunction, and Rey figured it out like that. Like, she figured it out, like, really quickly. They tried to explain it because she's like a junk dealer or something, so she knows, like, these ships and stuff, but you know what I mean? Like, she's not... Naue wasn't, let's say, suddenly very competent in battle. See? That's what I mean. Like,
the fuck down.
Exactly, that's my point. Like, she wasn't suddenly good at it. You can From
Many
let's say from a
samurai
gameplay
do.
perspective,
Can
you
you
can
describe
believe
it?
that she gets
It
better
was
with
pale,
experience.
like
That's
an
like
onryo.
more
I
plausible.
think Father grabbed
But
it from
it's
him.
not like she was good right off
It
the
might
bat.
be
That
among
would be
Nagato's
like
things.
the usual way
I
you'd
put them aside
write
when
a
I dressed his
character,
wounds.
but not in this case, at least. So props to Ubisoft for at least that, you know.
This is it.
I've seen one like it. Years ago.
What does it mean? Who is behind it?
I'm not certain. But you should go to Katano. There's a connection there.
I'll take my father's horse. I could reach the castle tonight.
And what will you do if you find your samurai?
What I should have done at the tomb. Take his life and take back what's ours.
See that you do.
To be honest, like the foreign language voice actress for this, I found was quite good. The German one,
Oh, wait
the
till you get
English
to the
one,
wait
I
till we
don't
get
know.
to mushrooms.
Shiitake? Minor spoiler, like basically Tomiko's homestead is basically like it's going to be ending up as like your mother base, to use like the Metal Gear Solid analogy. Basically what happens is this is like going to be your home base, and if you actually, let's say, go whole hog and
I'll get the
recruit as
box
many
and everything will
characters
be
as
as
You read
possible.
chat. No,
Everything will
absolutely
be
not.
all right.
Why would I read chat?
So
Chat, I'm
if you
letting my
act-
guests talk. Sorry.
No, go right ahead.
No, I'm chiding chat for not being polite.
Just to
Make
explain, like Tomiko's Tomiko's homestead is your mother base in this game. So basically, what
Damn.
happens
Can I
is
get
that
some air?
you can.
Fuck yeah, I can. Sorry.
No, go right ahead. It's your
Just
stream.
enjoying
No.
getting some air. Whee!
I'll get to
So what I
Katano
was saying,
faster by horse.
it's like I said, like it's your mother base in the sense that you can like basically, the more characters you recruit, they'll all be hanging out there and interacting with each other. So it's actually quite interesting if you decide to go that route.
Horse, come
And
to
then
me.
you can also like what is it? You can also change the layout and build the buildings and whatever the way and customize it the way you want. So it's like it becomes like your
that's
own little
interesting.
home.
Hey, that is actually how they used to do it. You
What?
do that too sometimes still with the hay.
With the horse? Oh,
Yeah.
oh, the hay saddle. That's neat.
That's the thing I've actually had to do before.
Huh. I haven't.
To Katano.
I don't hang around
Right,
large
kitty?
animals. What?
Yeah, no,
Oh.
if you, it's not a common thing. I've done it before, once or twice, but it was mostly for a show thing with the horse. So we had to do something like more avant-garde with the saddle and stuff for show.
What is
But that
Chichiwe
is
hiding,
something. It's
kitty?
an old technique.
What's in
but
the
it's
box?
something. God damn it!
It's in
You
the
know,
box.
they wrote the damn joke. They wrote the box just for the damn joke. You know they did.
Yeah. Like,
They cracked the tail.
Oh, fuck, man, that has nothing to do with Japan.
Now it does.
Huh?
Now it does. Yeah, no. Lunar's a Metal Gear fan. I know nothing of Metal Gear.
mostly, I played like the 5th one because I actually worked on that one as well.
If
But
Stu is willing
I was
to
Guys, it's another
uncredited.
deer.
I can
They
do
keep
no
following
less.
us. This
I will
time this
not
one
regret
moved.
my mistakes, kitty.
People were
I will
joking
fix
about
them.
that in this game. They said like there's a ridiculous amount of animals in this game.
Well, I mean, to be fair, there are certain animals in Japan, even back then, that was seen as taboo to hunt.
Yeah, but I mean, like, you got another deer. You got like 2 deer
God,
now.
they're following us, Mike! Lunar, what do we
That's
do?
what
They're gonna take down the game! They're gonna
That's
stand
what I was
in front
joking
of
about.
fires.
That's what I was like. People were joking about that.
That
Like, there's
must be
too much
Katano
wildlife
Castle.
in this game. Like, it's just
dude.
there's another one there. Look at there's another
The
one in
box
front of
thief
you.
will
What
be
the
somewhere
hell?
he feels
They're gonna
safe.
add a patch
A
that makes you
well-guarded
limit how many
place.
animals show up. Or turn this shit into Pow World. Damn, you're right. Look, they just keep spawning more. So yeah, once again, for those
Oh,
that are
there's
new,
a was that a
damn, I
rabbit or
just
what?
ran
was that?
over it and nothing happened, just like a real deer. Right, Mike? You know about that.
I think you have to go to the. I think you have to go to.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make fun of you.
I think you have to go to the wooden tower, like near the what is it?
Oh.
You have to go back.
Okay, I live here now. There we go. I don't think I should have been able to do that.
So you have to go back to the castle, and you have to go to the.
That's interesting. Can you ride like that? Oh yeah, that's totally gonna be comfortable. You want to know how
Maybe
to fall
it's-
on your ass real quick?
I think that stance is probably. Would that stance be used for
My
like?
grappling hook will get me up there.
It'd be
Yeah,
for shooting something, but you really don't want to do that on a horse. Like, in all reality, as someone who used to ride, your ass is on the ground, and that horse is freaked out. I know, I went past where I need to go.
Yeah,
I'm gonna try to jump it again. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it! You failed me, horse. Yeah, fuck you too, horse. I'm getting back up.
Oi.
We Skyrim this shit in this house. 10 for 10. Would ride again.
You're supposed to go. I think you're supposed to go to like one of the, like the wooden. You see the wooden structure, like the free hanging structure. I think you're supposed to go somewhere here and grapple hook your way up there.
Okay.
Or one of the. I think there might be a poles. There might. Yeah, there you go. That's it.
I wonder, can you actually do that with a grappling hook and just freestyle climb up? Or is it, it depends on the weight and stuff?
I honestly, I don't 100% know, but I mean, this game does take significant liberties. Like, it has to take certain liberties for game mechanics.
It's a video
game. Yeah, because I mean, like that was one of those things that I have to honestly say that those Japanese YouTubers who were tearing apart this game. One of the things they were they were saying, like, why the hell does this roof on the shrine have this open window where the rain can come in? I'm like, well, that's like, I'm like, that's a conceit of Assassin's Creed. You're supposed to stealth your way through like openings and vents and stuff. I can understand where you're coming from, but that's something you have.
Oh my god, are you that fucking salty that you went to another chat room to bitch? I'm sorry, I have a guest on here that I'm talking to.
I hope I'm not disrupting anything.
No,
over there.
there's just a salty bitch in chat. All right. So
I'm not paying attention to the chat because I'm afraid it's gonna like mess up your. It's gonna mess up your what is it? Your.
Oh, I missed too. Okay, never mind.
Anything.
You ain't gonna find my ass. Hay is my favorite thing. Can I get out? To be fair, I have enough hay in the house. I can probably do that. Hey, buddy.
By the way,
I pressed the wrong button. Prepare to die.
By the way, Mike and Sin, if the chat has anything to say to me, just let me know. Like I said, I'm trying to pay attention to this, so if they have anything, just let me know. But
he didn't see you. I mean, he did, but he didn't laugh. I'm surprised nobody heard that scream. That's what always makes me laugh about these games. Oh, can I kunai his ass? Let's see if I can do it. Let's see if I can. That button doesn't work.
You probably could.
Probably. Oh yeah, no, he's dead.
Oh, that was a good ragdoll. I'll give it credit. That was a good ragdoll. All right, let's see. Can I? Okay, so if I.
I see throwing knives basically.
What are you trying to do
in this game?
Okay, so we have those two, but they're facing this way, so I'm gonna go this way.
Yeah, you're supposed to go like you're supposed to use like the rope and stuff.
Oh, wrong one.
Yeah, that if I remember correctly, that's a false lead.
Damn.
The box is further in the hands of like the guy who
there it is.
Gave you a bat to the face. But
yeah, I gotta grab this one. Can I get it?
Yeah, but
there's that guy, but he's in there.
You just need to retrieve it. You don't need to. It's just a tutorial, but you already killed the guy.
I think you did actually.
That's not the box they stole from me. I need to keep looking.
I was correct. That's yeah.
Oh, cool! You can turn off the light.
Yeah, that's for stealth.
Destroy it? I'll do that too. I keep feeling like that button should be something else. Like the button.
This is something. This is something I've heard from other reviews of the game, but one thing I heard is that they've actually updated the stealth mechanics, so lighting actually plays a role. Like you can extinguish or destroy lights in order to like blend into the shadows more easily. So it's not just a matter of like being out of visual range or like not making any noise. You could actually. What?
Somebody in the chat, let me hide. Somebody in the chat goes, Purity, you don't know about the pre-industrial world. It was normal to hear people just scream in terror and death those days. What the fuck was that? Oh, that's just Jerry screaming. That's a normal Tuesday. I'm like mentally picturing it, and that's what's making me laugh, are just two Japanese guys actually saying that.
Oh, that was Satoshi. He screams like a little bitch every night. It's like... See, like, I think that means you're in stealth mode. Like, when you see, like, that kind of, like, that outline around her, you know, like that white outline, I think that means you're entering, like, shadowy stealth mode. But I'm not 100%.
It usually does, because the enemies will also get that.
Do we ever get the, do we get the eagle thing? Eagle thing?
Eagle vision used to just be a button. I don't know what it is now.
Yeah, it doesn't work.
What are you trying to do?
The eagle
It could be
vision.
that she doesn't have it yet.
That's what I
you
was
mean
asking.
like
We do get it, right?
You mean you get, like, from a perspective? You mean, like, surveying the entire perspective? Like,
Yeah,
the entire
like
area?
Eagle vision, like highlight and shit.
I believe you have to climb to, like, one of the highest points in the area to do that.
I just killed their janitor.
That used to be... So, from what I remember from the older games, the vantage point system was to see, like, all the activities that were in a general area, because it was a sandbox map. The Eagle vision is that special vision that they go into where everything goes black and white except for the shit that you're looking at, which, like...
Oh, okay, sorry,
Yeah, similar to what from the Arkham... It's similar to the Arkham games thing, I think.
Yeah, the Arkham games did the same thing.
Okay, so that's my bad. Like I said, I've played Assassin's Creed games, but never... Like, let me put it this way. One of the things with testing is that you don't play it the way normies do. Like,
Yeah,
we
you have to
literally
keep playing the same thing over and over again.
Well, yeah, I mean, you can't do it this way or you're never going to get finished testing, you know? Like, what happens is that, for example, like, what you would do is, like, I think you would press down on both thumbsticks and you would open up a debug menu, and what you could do is, like, there were options where, like, you could cycle through a bunch of submenus, and one of the things you could do, you could press a button, you could press a button, like, a combination of buttons, and everyone in the area would die, and the field of death would expand the longer you held the buttons down. And then there was another thing where, like, everyone...
that ability.
And then there was another one where, like, was even worse, where everyone would just become insta-dismembered. So they just basically, like, fall apart into a bunch of bloody meat chunks.
What's the point of me being up here?
Where is the bot? You have to look for the blue bot. I think... Let me see.
Because that's where it wanted me to go, and I'm here. Is it... Are you telling me to go the way I was going, game?
Okay,
yeah,
wait.
okay.
It
wanted me to do that.
Yeah, there's, like, a blue... Like, the box is further in. Isn't there, like, an indicator? Like... Turn around. Isn't there, like, a blue box indicator?
So, for the people that just joined, this is actually one of the testers who tested the game. This is an actual tester from this game, basically. And I want the debug menu so badly because that would make this hysterical. Okay, I bet you if I whistle, I can get him to come here. Come here, bitch.
My ears are sharp.
Come on. You can do it. My ears are sharp. Get over here, asshole. Thank you. This is why nobody likes Jerry. He doesn't listen to the whistles. How morale in the studio was leading up to release. Are you allowed to talk about how the morale was close to release of this game or no?
I could not tell you because, like, this, like, to be honest, I tested this game until, like, the release date was first pushed. So it's been a while. Let's put it that way. So I can't really say much about that, but I do know from one of my inside sources that yes, there are inside, like, yes, I know, like, ever since this game came up, everyone and their grandmother seems to have an inside source at Ubisoft who is leaking them information personally.
Yeah, but like, so that's the other thing, guys, for those just joining us. He doesn't work for Ubisoft itself. It's a third-party testing group. Just to explain it.
Yeah, so, but what I did, basically what happens, like, I know there were a lot of expectations, and we did our best to, like, basically, we did our best to polish the game as much as we could.
I honestly will say I think you testers did a great job.
Have you found anything yet?
Well, thank you. I'm sure a lot of them will be happy to know that. Like, though, the other, like, there are other, like, there are different, this is something chat, so, like, here's, like, a little bit of a 411 on you. There are different kinds of testers that are responsible for different kinds of things. For example, I am what was called an LQA tester, a localization quality assurance tester. That means it's my job to make sure that the game is correctly translated in my language and all the text displays properly without any grammar issues or mistranslations.
Grappling hook.
So that's my job. What people usually think of when you have game testing is what's called a functionality tester. They're the people responsible for making sure the gameplay mechanics and the other stuff like that work properly. That's a completely different area. Then you've got another group of testers that, like, what is it called?
I have to leave.
Compatibility testers.
Yeah, you need
Assassins among us! There's something called compatibility testers who basically build together like custom, like, versions of computers with a bunch of different components to try and figure out how it runs on those systems. So they have like a drawer full of, let's say, like, graphics cards, a drawer full of, like, you know,
Not a fan
drives.
of grappling hook controls.
No one leaves the castle!
So that's the kind of thing, like, I was responsible for the language more, so that's that thing. But technically, if I found anything that was like a bug that was like related to gameplay, I could enter it if I could figure out how to reproduce it. That or give it to someone who's responsible for it. So there's that.
I have the box. I have Gwyneth Paltrow's head. I own the world. Fuck! Guns exist.
I am invincible. Oh.
It's literally that.
She can't
Oh
be
shit, guns
Kakushima.
exist. Fuck, I forgot those things exist.
She's just a child.
She's like a cat with a gold coin. She has no idea what she carries.
Go for the box. Go for the box.
What are you doing?
It will be safe in Sakai.
You will be safer with me.
Damn. I don't know why, but the sound effects for this, just like a fight, is so doesn't work.
In what sense?
Books.
There doesn't seem to be.
It is
weight
not
to the
for
whole
you.
thing.
That is correct.
Also, they're kind of silly.
It is for me.
I want to show the bad dubbing, so sue me. I mean, is it dubbing? This game is made in America. Or, well, I should say it's French. Oh god, that face.
That
There's festival
is
maps.
just- Yeah.
I like the Kitsune one. Oh shit, the Ronin showed up. They're in the wrong game. This isn't Rise of Ronin. Go back. And now we have an anime. Time for the Disney-esque backstory. This would probably look better if it wasn't in potato mode.
I don't think the potato mode looks that bad, actually.
Yeah, no, I'll
Whatever.
give it to him. It actually doesn't look horrible, but it does make some of this look funnier. Even though I should be able to run this thing on Ultra.
Oh.
Fujibayashi Nagato. The Kakushiba ends with you.
So yeah, as a reminder, he's an actual historical figure.
We're gonna be
Though
hearing that a
now
lot.
it-
Anyway.
Yeah.
Put them out of their misery.
Yeah.
We wanted to bling the motherfucker out, so we put him in gold. Yeah, no, unfortunately it has to play in potato
Your
mode. 'Cause
life's
This game
work
is very finicky.
Undone tonight. No! Let them suffer. Let them die in pain.
Fine. We have what we came for.
He looked like he was holding his side, like the side of his face, like he had a toothache.
He got his ear sliced off or something, didn't he? Or at least he got some cut.
Maybe? It's okay.
I have no
It
idea.
really hurts. A Ubisoft game that's finicky. No, that never happens. I know, right? Technically, I think it's just the launcher causing this issue.
This is, to be honest, this is one of those. This is kind of continuing like my, what's called my, what is it? My theory that there's kind of like an anti-woke thing. I know, Sin, I know we discussed this earlier, but basically, like I said, so far, because of her inexperience in battle, she has gotten one of those metal like kabucho, whatever it's called, the bat. She's got the bat to the face, and she's got the facial scars. Now she's gotten herself shot, trying to retrieve the box, and now her father has gotten himself killed trying to rescue her. So
It's okay,
this
we're just
isn't
turning her
really
into
like
a Disney character.
Yeah, but but like my point was like I'm pointing out this isn't like your classical girl boss, you know?
You gotta work toward
Like-
the girl boss. I keep telling you that.
No, that's what I'm saying. It works if you work towards it. It doesn't work if you're instantly good at everything. At least the game tries, you know, that which is something that a lot of games don't do. Like a lot of games and media don't do. Yes, you did.
I failed you. Yeah, you did. Dies.
No.
Yes, yes.
If this was a Japanese father, it would be yes, yes, you did.
I kept too much from you.
You did not become doctor. Failure.
Now, it dies
Shameful display.
Like that. Mike, I need you to say it in your bad Japanese voice. Shameful display.
What do you need me to say?
Shameful display.
Shameful display.
There we go. He does it way better.
We should have Mike dub this it.
Yeah, no, legitimately, I do like the fact that people are saying it too in chat. This part is not bad.
Yes.
This is actually one of the good parts where she actually does pay the price for what she tried to do.
Yes, that's why. This is what I'm saying. Like, I can respect Ubisoft for at least trying to make the characters flawed and like mortal. You know, let's put it that way. I can
And then
respect
you see the
that.
romance, and then you stop respecting Ubisoft.
The romance, I think, without saying too much, I think a lot of the people who've seen the romance figure like they think it looks so disjointed and like it just doesn't seem to fit. You know?
No, it's the terrible
But they-
writing. That's what everyone's been mocking. That's the problem. Like, have you?
Yeah, but
you've
also,
seen,
like-
obviously, you've seen the non-binary guy and that romance scene. That's the one everyone's been making fun of.
Yeah, that's what the thing. Like, I've had people in the community, and this is one thing where I will bash it. Basically, they had people like in the community note saying, "Oh, he's not non-binary," and I'm like, dude, there's a line where he literally says, "I am neither sir nor miss, just a free spirit," or something like that. And I'm like, how is that not saying? How is that? Tell me you're non-binary without telling me you're non-binary. I mean, come on. It's like.
I couldn't finish Golden Circle. I just lost interest in it. I really wanted to like it. I got bored. It bored me after a while.
Golden Circle?
The new Indiana Jones game. I really wanted to like it.
Oh, that
I
one.
liked
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
beginning of it. It just, I got bored.
You...
What the fuck is that thing?
It's your little boy sidekick.
Oh god, can I kill it?
We get a short round?
Yeah, apparently. What are we gonna call our Japanese short round? Let's name it.
You know.
Oh good,
he is-
the drugs kicked in.
Rice ball?
Yeah, fuck it, let's call him Rice Ball.
I think his name is Junjiro, but
We're calling him
What-
Rice
okay.
Ball.
okay, like here's one of those things that I'm actually going to dispel because I've actually seen no evidence for this in the game. Like because like you know like the how to put it, you know, like how this was one of those rumors that was also going around. Like, you know, like one of the female historians or whatever that was pegged for this game, she had like these weird, like, she had these weird beliefs about like men and boys or something like that. You know, and people were like whispering that the monk might be doing something to this kid, and I'm like, no, there's no evidence for that at all. The kid's an orphan. Though there's a very good piece of writing related to him, in my opinion, that we'll get into later. But that's actually one of the other good writing reveals in this game, so I have to give it that.
Are you talking about the Egyptian part for that game? Man, I just turned that into the corpse elevator. If you do that, that shit is funny. If you're still playing it, go into the Egyptian part of Indiana Jones. Go to one of the elevators and just start packing bodies on them and make it go up and down, and you'll get some
Morning,
fun.
Stu.
Sorry, answering chat.
Morning.
What happened there?
I
The sun
turned
is
for like
nearly risen.
an entire episode of Indiana
You
Jones. I just started
are late.
packing corpses onto an elevator, and it was funny because
Yesterday,
the physics started making it
you
bug
were
out.
slow. Today,
Oh, good. I played
You
Ghost of Tsushima.
faster.
I know what you're fucking doing right now. We literally just ripped this off of Ghost of Tsushima, didn't we?
Hi, Stu.
getting
I like
past
how we
me
just randomly
is the
have
first
Japanese
challenge.
now.
Well, I mean, they do try and sprinkle actual Japanese text into the game while putting like While putting like
What did I say?
localized
Faster.
while translating it in the subtitle. So there's like a discrepancy. Like, for example, like I think they tried using like teppo instead of like rifle or whatever it is. So that's one thing.
With the posture, but always defend. Good. There's weight behind
Yeah, this
those.
is just Ghost of Tsushima. Fuck you, that's all you did. You fucking ripped off Ghost of Tsushima now.
What was... I haven't
This
actually
entire
played
part is
that.
exactly like Ghost of Tsushima. Like one of the tutorials in that game. Literally the only thing it's missing is the cherry blossom tree. Am I wrong, Mike?
There are some in the background, aren't there, somewhere? If you look
Now,
over the village.
well,
Father.
in Ghost of Tsushima, it was basically a very similar situation where you have an orphaned main character. Well, I shouldn't say orphaned technically, but a main character who is being raised by another person who is not their direct parent, teaching them the ways of the quote-unquote sword and/or samurai.
I'm getting better.
So it's the same general plot and master versus apprentice.
I liked how 21st Century's response was like, I'm getting better. He's like, eh. It's like, what the hell?
Okay, that was weird. I got a ghost text. Spooky. Spooky ghost text. The undead is texting me now, people. That or my phone's freaking out.
You win this match, and I will cook
Tell him to bring back Elvis.
I will text the ghost when I'm done. 11:15. I need to take a break to give medicine to the dog.
That's fine. I'll take a break too at the same time, so we're like we'll be in the stream together.
You good to keep going too, Mike?
Yeah, I'm good for whatever.
So once again, guys, we are raising money for a sick puppy. So if you guys want to donate, it does help out a ton.
Yes, please donate to make the sick puppy wag his tail and pant in a good way.
I let you win.
For dinner, I want pickled radish and dried fish.
Fine.
I am ready to train with the others, Stewart.
This training is enough. You have other obligations.
I am the daughter of one of Iga's greatest warriors. Don't I have a reputation to uphold?
You
Sorry
are
for
also a
seconds,
daughter of
kinda.
Iga. That means caring for the people within it.
That's what I'm asking to do. I want to protect them.
The Iga way is shared responsibility, community, and benevolence. You will bestow that upon Matsu today.
Auntie Matsu again?
Any day she needs you, you will help her. Or any of our neighbors.
Yes, Chichiue. Auntie Matsu kept me for hours yesterday.
Clearing the wasp
Kiwi's in a
nest from her
training arc.
tree
He's training
should have
right now
taught
to be
you
a
to work
service pup.
quickly.
I
He's almost
kept getting
finished.
stung.
He's on to his
No
next part of the
complaints.
training.
You know why we help our neighbors.
Oh my
is
god,
that
it
it?
literally
Alone,
just has a
we
button
are
for
nothing,
auto-follow. That's
but
fucking
together-
Yeah,
amazing.
that's what I was
The
referring to
Great
before.
Mountain is not made by one
Yeah,
stone.
you didn't have a
Yes.
choice to unlock
To
it
the
on
rest
that
of the
point.
country, we Egans are different people.
Yeah, that's
So
what
we
I was.
must come
That's
together to
that's
form
the
a
feature I
mountain.
was looking for. I think
This
earlier
morning
you
I
could
feel
actually
like
do that during the
rumble.
introduction sequence, but I'm not
Capello
100% sure.
I would have loved
As
to
my
just
daughter,
walk away and
much
get the
is
reaction of
expected
the
of you.
priests.
The Fujibayashi name is a rock at the base of the mountain.
Where are you going,
I know,
servant
Chichiue.
bodyguard?
I'll
Fuck
help
off, I'm gonna
Auntie.
go look around
Good.
Japan.
Do you know what she will give you in return?
Breakfast.
That man looks
So,
drunk.
It is not for nothing. You
Begin the
give,
animal count, folks.
and you
Is that a pig or a
receive.
cat?
That is community.
That's pet cat.
Oh,
I have my own
That is a
work to do.
fat cat, Jesus.
Be on your
It's
best
a chonkers.
behavior.
I will.
Oh, it's a bobtail. It's a Japanese, Mike, look, it's one of your cats. It's Snow.
Yes.
Oh, you have a cat? Didn't know
You
that.
got a Japanese, are they called Japanese bobtails, or?
Yes, they are.
Are they friendly?
Extremely.
Oh my god, she adores people. She's so sweet. Fuck off.
You have to go straight. You have to go straight to that hut over across the river.
I have a feeling about the. Oh god, the deer are back. Oh,
Yeah,
do we have
that's
another
what-
one. Do
What
we have
will it be
another
today,
one?
Auntie Matsu? Weeding the turnips?
We do,
Scrubbing
we have
your
another
iron
one.
pots? I'll find out just over the hill.
Yeah, I have to admit that my version of the game was not this populated with wildlife. It's cute,
because I
but
love
it's not
animals. Oh, look at the. Oh, it's a raccoon dog.
nice.
I believe that was a raccoon dog. It looked like it by the tail.
Yeah, the tanuki. Yeah.
Those are actual animals, because I know people don't believe they're real. They do exist. I don't know. If
Yeah,
they're
they look
still
like
there. I don't think they're extinct. Oh.
No, they're not. But I think they're endangered.
Good morning, Auntie Matsu.
Naoe! Smelled my miso shiru brewing across the
Those are
village. eh?
very long and
Eggplant and
straight
daikon?
radishes.
Your favorite, but not ready yet. Come later.
My father said you needed my help.
So. An old woman forgets.
Let me help.
Oh. Whew. These knees don't bend like they used to.
There's another one.
Jewels of my
Oh
land.
no, that's a. Is that a
My
wolf?
crops. I give
Where?
them water, wish them well.
You'll see him. He's
and
in the
morning,
He's in the
they
background. If they do another
disappear.
wide shot.
Something wanders
Would
my
this have
yard.
been the time before
Beast
they went
or
extinct?
spirit, I am sure.
Spirits,
I think so.
Auntie?
Didn't
They are
didn't the
everywhere,
wolves
you
only
know,
go
like
extinct in the late 19th century?
I couldn't remember.
I'm not sure.
Whatever it is, you will find it. I can always count on my Naoe. Observation is the first step to victory.
Japanese
You
wolves
need
went
higher
extinct in
ground to find what
1905.
haunts
They
me.
would have still been alive
Climb
here.
the old tower.
Okay.
Tell me what you
Yeah,
see.
that's later
For
than
a
I thought.
bowl
I thought
of
it was
your
more like
miso-shiru.
19th century, but thanks for the tip.
Work
What's up?
first,
Thanks for the info, Mike.
then rewards. And lucky you, it will be my best one yet.
I won't let you down.
I'm
What?
sorry that it's in potato mode, guys. It just like I said, I don't think it's the game itself. I really think it's that launcher just fucking with things. Because I had the same problem with another game and had to start playing the PlayStation 5 version because...
I can see Matsu's crops from up there.
I don't know, there's something about the voice actress for her. She just sounds really stilted when she's doing her lines. And it's not the accent either.
I thought it was the accent because it sounds like she has like something. She's got something in her mouth.
Yeah,
Like, I don't know how to describe it.
I'm used to Japanese accents, so it's a little bit Her accent's a
Is
little
she
bit off, but it also sounds like she's just very stiff in everything she's saying, type of thing.
is she Japanese though? Because I thought she's like an American actress with of Japanese descent or something like
I
that.
don't know. That would actually be interesting to find out.
Let me check.
In real life,
actually.
she's Chinese. Chat, no. That would be really funny, though.
Let me check.
Oh, another bobtail. Oh, they are so sweet. Mike's is such a sweetie pie. I love seeing her.
You're so cute.
Okay. Her name is Masumi Tsunoda. She was born in Los Angeles,
Oh no, she's
California.
American.
Yep, she's American Japanese. She moved between Tokyo, New York, Washington, D.C., and Dallas.
Damn.
She's a singer-songwriter. How?
Then why
Okay,
does
I
she
don't know.
sound so stiff?
I don't. That's what I'm kind of curious about because
It could be that she was given really bad direction.
That could be. Oh crap. Okay. Yeah, that's why I'm ignoring chats and things because like basically I tried moving to a browser window and your stream.
Oh, that's
bugged
okay.
out
I'm
for a
watching.
second.
No, Mike's just listening. Mike's here. Mike, they think you're dead. Tell them you're alive.
Yes.
Thank you.
Mike might wish
He's
he were
actually
dead.
probably sound editing while we're doing this anyway.
Well, Mike might wish he were dead if the game gets too bad, but
Actually, if we get enough donations, Mike has to play this.
I am encoding videos, but no, aside from that, I am not.
Mike will play this if we get enough donations, chat. Always remember that.
I wonder how
$2,000 in donations, Mike has to play the entire Assassin's Creed series. See, even in potato mode, this actually doesn't look bad. I will give them that on this.
An animal. A deer?
Do you want to try turning up the fidelity to see if it was just the frame rate generation that actually did it?
Yeah.
Just like one notch and see what happens.
Should we do overall preset or just one thing?
Do the overall, because then if you do everything, it's like 60 items.
This is the same era of the elusive samurai.
Made you reload, I forgot about that.
That's fine.
I guess it depends on where you autosave.
She could be phoning it in, it could be. There's a lot of different... Yeah, that doesn't...
It's
okay,
an
let's see.
animal. A deer?
Okay, we're good right now. We'll leave it on this for a little while and see how it goes. So we might be able to work our way back up to high. Will I live or will I die?
Leap of faith. No, you're gonna die. Oh! She didn't do the normal leap of faith.
I think it's because at this point she's not supposed to be trained very well.
Even the ones that aren't trained very well can still do that shit.
She has to be unique.
It's like a natural fucking thing for them.
Hey, look!
It's funnier to see.
Oh, look! They killed Bambi's mother, or Bambi's Japanese aunt.
It's funnier to watch Yasuke do it. He just drops like a sack of potatoes.
Yeah.
that deer doesn't.
Am I
give a
supposed
shit.
to give a shit?
Don't.
That deer doesn't give a shit.
They're deer, wouldn't they just like? Aren't they?
Whoever did this will pay.
You know, we don't have any... You know what? I'm going to try turning it on high. I'm going to try turning it one more notch, because it might have just been that. Let's take our chance, folks. So now they ripped off Bambi. Someone just make a Bambi horror game. Isn't there like a Bambi horror movie coming out?
Yes, it's going to be in the same vein as the Steamboat Willie one and the Winnie the Pooh one. Actually, I don't know if it's related to the Steamboat Willie. I know it's related to Winnie the Pooh.
Give me a moment, folks. It's restarting entirely, unlike the last one.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, no, I wonder why that one had to shut down and this one didn't. Or, you know, backwards. I meant that backwards, the other way. Stand back here, Bambi. I have an arrow with your name on it. Chat, yes. No,
Okay,
Bambi's
so
mom is the one that brought in Johnny Somali. That's why she was shot.
Yeah, people were calling this Johnny Somali Simulator. This game.
Oh, when someone
anyway,
mods Yasuke as him, that's going to be
Oh,
hysterical.
God, no.
You know it's
They need to
coming.
put his. They need to AI voice his Johnny Somali's voice and put it in there. That really obnoxious voice.
They'll have enough sound bites of it.
I'll be okay. Let's see.
Now,
I have to
let's
say
see
that
if
this,
it works. We can test it here. Yeah, it might have been just that one thing.
this is one of those interesting things. Like you have to add the props to Ubisoft for like
Whoever
their
did this will
marketing.
pay.
Like the opening thing where you selected the game from, it's basically they engineered it to be a hub for every Assassin's Creed game. So that's like part
it's
of the
supposed to load in all the
advertising.
other games?
Here's my question though. I understand that, but the only ones that I see on there are the more recent ones. They don't have any of the older games through it. They don't have any of them on the timeline.
It's possible that they're actually remaking them. I'm not 100% sure, but basically, I think what Ubisoft is trying to do is basically like kind of like create a gateway drug in the sense that they're trying to put all the they're trying to say this is the animus, play from these games, and they're trying to like use that as a way to get you to entice you to play the other games. So it's a nice little bit of marketing, I have to say.
Yeah, based on their stock value, I don't think that's working
Someone
very well.
made a fire.
I just had
And
a
I hear
horrible
voices.
idea for probably what would be the
Strangers.
worst Assassin's Creed thing to do.
Not from Iga.
Assassin's Creed Auschwitz.
Yeah, no, that would be really funny to see. No, I was.
That would be a very short game.
Yeah, it would. Imagine Assassin's Creed in VR and the moment you have to do the leap of faith.
I mean, that could be really awesome, or it could be terrifying. One or the
I
other.
kind of would want to try it, but I'm pretty sure I'd end up on the floor and wake up a few hours later.
Yeah, you would have an immediate fucking panic.
Oh, I've had like basically I have a bit of I tested VR for like 3 or 4 years straight.
Who are you?
One thing I can tell you is like they're like
Who wants to
VR,
know?
it's like, how do I put it? It's kind of
I
like
do.
getting your sea legs.
We are innocent
You need
survivors
to
from battle,
get
starving
used to
and
it.
alone.
Though
You
there are
would
some
turn
people
us
who just
away?
can't do it.
I told you what happened
Now
when I
with
did
that
the Batman
flimsy
game.
Balkans you
Yeah.
want.
Oh yeah, but like I there's something like what I did, like the like what's it called? The trial by fire for me was when they had me testing VR early, and like what basically it was this game, I can't remember what it was called, but basically I was a robot in zero gravity. And everything was first person perspective. So it's like in like in VR in what's it called, in zero gravity where you rotate,
Oh god,
around
that
your
had to
own
be
axis.
terrible.
Oh god, that made me queasy. It's like I didn't feel like throwing up, but oh my god. And you only had these little rocket thrusters on your hand to move around. Oh my god. Though after I'd say after 3 or 4 days of that, I totally could take anything that that VR could throw at me. After that, I got used to it like that. It was just
I feel like I'd
but
be
that
throwing
wasn't
up.
really. Yeah, that was
Yeah, no, I
that was
blacked out standing up with one of the I still want to try VR. Like I'd like to get that Quest 3 thing eventually and actually try doing VR. He's
if we
talking about the game Lone Echo.
Thank you.
So somebody played it. Oh no, I feel like that
Yeah.
game would kill me. Oh, that would be like 2 seconds and I'd be screaming to get that thing off me.
It really does depend. Like I honestly like when I was testing Resident Evil 4 VR, when like the scene where like Leo, like when I was first testing it, I'm like, how are you gonna do like the decapitate, like that what's it, that what's that, the guy, like the guy who decapitates you with a chainsaw? The guy's got the bag over his head. I'm like, how is that going to work? Am I going to watch a guy like decapitate me from first person perspective and like like my head's like going to pop off my body? But then no, you actually just zoomed out and it was a cutscene. So
Oh man, that would have been so
disappointing.
cool. Like what they could have done is like when your head comes off, the camera just kind of roll to the side, like the camera rolls you to the side, like you're just the head. That actually would have been really cool.
Yeah, that's what I thought would happen. Like I thought like my head would be like, I thought I would see like me being decapitated from first person perspective. You see like this blood splurting up from like beneath my neck, and then like my vision like going like doing like 360s as my head like flies through the air. I thought that was what was going to happen, but no, it just skips to the cutscene where you die. So
Oh, that sucks. Like that would have been such a cool thing to add.
yeah,
we are good
but
people. If you ask us, we will help.
You're Egans.
Dirty sneaks and hermits.
That's not true.
We'll ask for help next time, if Iga still stands.
Leave! Now!
Make us.
Time to kill a bitch.
I will send you to your ancestor.
I'm surprised they haven't tried doing an Assassin's Creed VR game.
They might eventually. I mean, it's
feel
just
like
a matter
it's something that would have been really easy to do, especially with like people really liking VR now and it being more affordable.
Yeah.
Like I said, I want to eventually try getting a Quest 3.
You know, eventually, like, if ever, like, whenever we meet up, if I can get my hands on a Quest 3 myself and a couple of games, you can give it a shot to see if it's worth it.
Hey, Blackout, just take the damn thing off me.
Yes, I'll just flop you on your back and just, like...
Oh no, I blacked out standing up. Like, full on, I was still standing when I woke up.
There are a lot of...
There is an Assassin's Creed VR game. It's called Assassin's Creed Nexus. Oh, there is one. Okay. Can you do the leap of faith?
I don't know if that was a... Is she carrying a real sword or is she still carrying a bokken?
I think she's still carrying a bokken.
No, it's
then those swords that she was fighting those guys with must have been pretty fucking dull.
She is. It is just a bokken.
Then the swords those guys had must have been pretty rusty and dull.
Yep.
Yeah.
The game
Siege
itself
to it?
isn't terrible.
Nothing to worry about. I handled them
so
just
far
fine.
is just
but it sounds like something
honestly,
was following
welcome.
them to Iga. Something big.
Wacky. Welcome. Or whack. Sorry. God, no! The deer are showing up again! It means there's a fire somewhere.
You just got 2 of them.
Kitty. It's always the same cat. You couldn't give me a different colored cat.
That's
right,
another
you run,
deer.
Bitch. You run. It doesn't know what to do.
Well, one of the things, like, I would say, you know, like, in all honesty, from someone who tested VR games with a bunch of people, like, oh my God, like, there was this Korean tester I used to work with. When we were testing the Star Wars game, my God, I really thought she was a Jedi because of how good she was in that. But
Little did you know she was actually a Sith.
No, it's actually no. She was like horrifyingly good. Like basically, like there's like a dojo mode in that game, in the Star Wars game, where basically you're given it's like a Zerg rush of enemies that keep increasing, and you have like a supply of blasters and a lightsaber and your force powers. And she was basically like grabbing blasters, shooting them, like blocking others with her lightsaber, and using the force powers to hurl people around the screen. It was incredible to watch.
Now that would have been that sounds like that was amazing.
She was really, really good. Though that's one of those things I have to say, like, being a tester makes you a worse gamer because you basically just use the cheats to get through everything quickly. You know,
I still want the debug menu for this because it would be funny.
So tell me, beast or spirit?
Peasant Ashigaru from outside Iga. I fought them off.
Of course you did. You're a Fujibayashi.
How did they
God
get in
bless them
our
for having to
village?
say that one.
My father says Iga is a locked door.
What matters is that you chase them off. Eat. Good for the heart and the bones.
Ah, miso soup.
Those soldiers, they spoke like something is coming.
Yeah, no,
battle.
there is something with
You
her
are
voice
strong.
acting.
You will meet trouble with courage and a full stomach.
I don't
But
know
you
how to
must do
describe
it without
it.
me.
Feels like she has something in her
Why?
mouth, like she's got her.
My father
her-
said you were once a great fighter.
That is long behind me. These days, I am only good with a hocho to chop vegetables.
You know what it might be? I think she's trying to make the accent, like, thicker than what her normal one is.
That could be it. I haven't
That's what
seen
I
her
think
talk
it
normally.
is.
That seems kind of counterproductive, doesn't it? Because I mean, like,
it really depends on what you like. It could have just been that they told her to do it. Again, it's all. I don't know if like. It's one of those where is it her doing it, or did the voice director say you need to have more of an accent?
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, there's a bit of like, what is it called? Like, There's a bit of troll logic to that in the sense that, like, let me put it this way. It's like, Beauty and the Beast, like Disney's version of it. It takes place in France, but everyone speaks with like a normal American accent, except for Lumiere, who speaks with a French accent. It's just like that level of logic here. If the Animus is translating everything into whatever language you're playing, she should just sound like a normal English speaker. You know what I mean? It's like she should be speaking. No one should be speaking in an accent. They should all be speaking like normal. But I don't know.
I mean, I don't mind the accent thing, but yeah, no, it does sound like she's... Now that I think about it, it does sound like she's forcing the accent, which is why she sounds like this.
Well, we might be able to...
Why can't I choose the other... Why can't I choose the other thing? What the fuck is going on? Come on.
You should be able to.
It wasn't letting me for a minute. The writing, it's like AI slop levels. Yeah.
You busy around your garden like a honeybee. Rest.
Well, you need to be fed, don't you? I'll do all I can before I venture up the mountain.
To whoever said that, the writing is quite uneven in this game. Like, some of it is actually pretty good.
Even use a
but,
you've seen my father.
A generous soul, like your mother. Oh, how proud Suya would be to see who you are becoming.
I've heard this voice actress
My father
before.
doesn't like to talk about her.
He has his reasons. Forgive me. Eat more, huh?
Eat more.
Misoshiru Nagato?
Yeah, no, the aunt's fine. Like, she's very natural with how she's speaking.
His son is at our borders. Nobukatsu, ready to attack Iga. I must meet them head on. We can't let them reach the village.
Give me true sword.
I'll come with you.
No. Protect Matsu. Stay quiet and safe.
But I can fight.
You do not know what you are asking to do. You are not ready. Trust me. Follow my instruction.
Yes, Chichiue.
Wait for me. I will return.
It might also be how they recorded the lines.
The peasant Ashigaru. They were a warning.
Sit. Eat.
No, you can stay, Whack. You can stick around and have some fun with us. Hopefully hopefully everything in France is doing well.
Yeah, I guess this weekend's the weekend of truth, right?
I feel useless.
It was released on a Thursday. We're going to see this weekend if the numbers rise.
Like I say, observation is the key to victory.
Go sleep.
Or else we are carts on the
man.
slab.
Well,
I
thanks for
shouldn't have
stopping by.
taken no for an answer. I should be beside my father right now, fighting. He thinks I'm weak.
No, Naoe.
Yes, I'm done waiting. I want to help. I want to fight.
So let us go. You have kept your bravery dark behind your eyes so your father does not see it. Enough hiding.
I know that voice actress.
Enough hiding.
I know just where to
let
begin.
me check if I can find
Off
her.
we go.
Yeah, let's see if we can find her. Hold on.
That's the one I'm looking for.
You're awake. That's good. Can you hear me? Understand me?
Did you get retarded by the hit?
Now, I'll ask you politely not to run away again, hmm?
I will tie your ass to the floor. Fine, I won't
I
run.
can't go anywhere. Not like this.
How is your
You've
jaw
come
not
to your
broken?
senses.
Actually, how's half her
Have you
face?
ever seen a bone pierce its way through the skin?
Not my own.
If you were to take another stroll on that leg, I imagine you'd see it firsthand. It is a miracle you are alive, young one.
Okay.
I'm not that young.
When you get to be my age, everyone is young. What is your name?
I just found the actress. She was in that
Yeah.
that Good Doctor show.
You will be here for some time. I might as well know what to call you.
That character is a walking
Fujibayashi.
lawsuit.
Naoe.
Who?
Of Iga.
I am
Who
Soren.
is this guy?
The little one is Junjiro.
The character from that
And
Good
this
Doctor
place
show, because that's
is
the show about the
Makinomagura.
retarded doctor.
A temple.
We need to watch
that
that
guy.
one day on stream for laughs.
Oh,
What is
is it
left
that
of
crying autistic
War's
guy?
shadow has
Yeah.
darkened much
The one
in
everyone,
Setsu.
yeah, no, we need to watch that on stream and mock
As
it sometime.
I
When you
God,
found
it's
me,
terrible. I've seen bits and pieces.
did you...
I know.
Is he...
By the way, thank you,
I
Tenchi, for
am
the donation.
sorry.
I am sorry.
Why are you... Game? Do not start that lagging bullshit with me. I saw that shit. Don't you do that again. I'll put you in the corner. Why did you remind me of that show? Because I hate you people. No, for real, we're gonna be... And I keep saying this, but I do want to do it. My schedule's just been shit, but next week I want to try to do a kick stream exclusively where we're gonna watch some movies. I plan to do Return of the Living Dead, because apparently a lot of people haven't seen that, and we're gonna riff it. And we're gonna probably do a vote on something really terrible also. We're gonna do a good and a bad.
Oh, Return of the Living Dead. That might be it. Wow, that might be
especially
interesting.
because there's a sequel coming out in was it December, Mike, that's coming out?
That game has some really weird creative decisions. That movie has some really weird creative decisions.
I know, that's why it's fantastic. You know me, I like the weird shit. Where's my fucking ninja again? I want my ninja doll movie.
He's like a combination of like Short Round and Chunk from the Goonies.
Are we still calling him Rice Ball?
You're right. I never thought
Yeah.
of it that way.
Go ahead. I won't bite.
You should
Oh
eat
my
more.
god, his facial animations.
Soren says you'll need your strength soon.
His body isn't moving, only his
He looks
head.
like he's smelling something very unpleasant.
Like, look at the bodies on this.
Junjiro,
They don't move.
Fetch me a blade, would you? I believe it's time we freed our guest from her splint.
Oh, I know what they did to fuck up the animations here. I just realized
He's
what they
strange,
did.
Junjiro.
You are.
I'm sorry, how does a game with 2-hour credits? So what they did, for those that know something's wrong but didn't notice it, they legitimately only animated the head and neck to a point, so the entire body is completely still in this cutscene. The problem is, if you're doing a human body, even if we're moving our head and stuff, our bodies move even very slightly with our heads. So once you realize that, it makes this funnier, and 2 fucking hours of cutscenes and no one fucking caught this? I'm not even blaming you testers on this. No one in the studio caught that?
I don't know. I mean,
Holy
it's possible
shit.
that it's possible that a lot of this stuff is automated. Like, I mean,
Don't use
to give you
AI
an-
in
like-
your fucking game.
I don't know what to say, because I mean, like, I know someone that's one of those. It was that streamer who I was trying to like get you to collab with. We're trying to figure something out. Like
Yeah.
Mistress Riona, she's deaf, and she watched some of the footage, and she said and as someone who's deaf, she tried reading the lips. She's like, this is terrible.
Oh,
Like,
yeah, no.
you know,
God
this
bless her
is
soul for trying to figure that
awful.
shit out.
She tried. Like, I want to show her some stuff, but I had to find something that had titles, and so she could
God,
actually
I'm gonna be a
understand what
terrible
was going
person when
on.
she's on stream with me. I'm gonna make so many terrible jokes.
Oh, I'm pretty sure she's heard it all. Like, she joked
It's
around.
okay, she hasn't heard any of them.
You've been a ghost.
Yeah, but I mean, she has thick skin. Like, the
he
funny thing is,
afraid
like,
of me?
once she said, like, there was this
Should
question.
he
She
be?
said, would you like to have cat ears? And she was like, sure. At least I'd have a pair that worked.
See, like, look, you can see the monk's body moving even a little bit when he speaks. Her body
Yeah.
doesn't move at all. Her and
Yeah, it's like
and Rice Ball, they don't move at all.
Yeah,
What the
yeah. You
fuck?
can see, like, it's just her head rotating around, and her shoulders aren't moving at all.
Yeah, look at
You
her
could- yeah, I
neck
could-
too. She suddenly got fat in the neck.
Yeah, well,
Holy fuck! 2 hours of credits. It's all I'm gonna keep saying on this.
No, no, of course not.
Good.
Oh god, they really
You
do
should
just
know
stiff
it was
animation.
Junjiro who tended to you day and night. Junjiro who kept a cross on your brow to break the fever.
Is that when he painted all those portraits?
The boy paints what he sees.
Is the boy gonna be
Be
autistic?
kind to him, Naoe. He's lost
He's
more
going to be
than
like
you
your
know.
plucky. How do I put it? He's written as kind of like your plucky, annoying kid, but there's a bit more depth to him. I will, since I'm not sure if I'll be able to attend
Pain
every
is
stream,
expected.
I will point out
But
something
you
so
can
that you
walk.
and Mike and the
It
others
will
can
be
like
some time before you're at full
pick up
strength.
on the
But
foreshadowing
you can walk
for
toward
later.
it
Let's put
on
it
your
that way.
feet. And maybe even
Yes,
help
the
around
2-hour
the temple for
cutscenes
once.
is true.
What a thought.
She just looked like she was looking at him like, and?
Ah,
Yeah, no, the
Sanaif.
faces and stuff.
Thank you,
Because I haven't
Junjiro.
tried reading the lips, but yeah, no, now I have to try.
Well, wait, you said...
You know how my hands shake in the cold, Junjiro. I'll leave you to it.
See, now his body's moving fine. Like, now it's doing a natural movement. She's still fucking stiff as a
Go
board.
on. I trust you.
Yeah.
I'm sorry,
You
did we
shouldn't.
paralyze her or
I
something from the neck
don't
down?
like handling knives. Are you sure I didn't hurt you?
Don't worry.
It's,
I'm
it's a
tougher
full
than I
body
look.
splint.
Really?
That's why she's so wooden.
What's that supposed to mean?
I just meant because you're... Never mind.
Oh, great, I've adopted a kid. Just what I always wanted.
You're gonna get him afterwards when he goes to Tomiko's place. He's gonna be there at some point.
Will I be able to move my body again? That's the question. The doctor said I could never do anything but my neck, and I have to be the ninja. Oh no, never mind, I'm fixed.
So basically, like this is one of the, even though you have a bit of a time skip, like just to put it like sort of the anti-girl boss thing, you can see like she still has the facial scars for one thing, and also
It's because
what's
they're
called?
hot.
This is the foreshadowing thing. This will be very significant later, but you'll only find out later what that means.
No, wait, I was hoping...
Oh good, his fucking voice acting isn't any better.
I don't think it's too bad.
Did you do
honestly,
this,
but
Junjiro?
I don't paint like that anymore.
Sorin said you paint what you see. I'm sorry you had to see this.
There are lots of beautiful things too, if you know where to look.
Did they get an
I can
actual
teach you.
kid to voice?
Let me get my brush.
I wonder if they fixed this continuity
Good
issue.
to be
honestly.
on my feet again.
Because I think I did tell them
Even
about
with
it,
the
but I
ache,
don't know if they
I
ever
wonder
actually.
if I'll ever be as
It's
strong as
Ubisoft, you have like a
before.
90% chance.
I
that
wonder
they
if
didn't.
it even matters.
No, like basically, like there's a. If you see this article, like
There's
if you
a
see that drawing in a
Hold on.
flashback later,
Her name
Oh no, it's back.
Mika?
Why don't you try sneaking up and sketching her? I
Hold
figure
on, we got it
sometimes
happening
she
again.
knows Soren
And
has
I
been
So
can't
Mike-
pause? Here we go. I
So
don't
Mike
want your
and Sin-
photo mode.
oh.
Fuck off and give me a
Be
pause
quiet
menu.
and move slow.
so Mike and Sin, just to explain that to you,
Don't want to
you
stay
saw
with
that
her.
picture of the demon, like the demonic looking Naue, right?
You're fucking
The-
joking, right?
What happened?
So it's doing the thing again,
Yeah,
and it wasn't letting me into the options menu.
maybe it was delayed.
Fine, restart.
Was it a delay or was it actual blocking?
No, it wasn't working. I had to use my keyboard and mouse just to pause. It wasn't working at all on the controller.
Okay, since you're restarting the stream, I'm just gonna leave like for about 1 minute and
Well,
be
we're
right
just
back,
restarting
okay?
the game, but yeah, you can pop out.
Yeah, I'm gonna pop out and come back in just a sec.
Okay. So is everyone enjoying? By the way, thank you for the donations, guys. Again, it is going toward a good cause. Hookers and blow. Absolutely. We're gonna buy Mike A mountain of hookers, because he can't hear me because he deafened.
I didn't deafen.
You were for a minute. Ow.
Nice.
He just mutes again after he says that. So we'll go for a
I
bit
didn't say
longer.
nothing more.
Wait for Ubisoft to crash from this game. So, Mike, do you
That's
mind if I step
already
away to
happened.
give Kiwi his medicine?
Okay.
So everyone's going to be left with Mike. I will be right back.
Okay.
If it continues to lag, then we might have to call it on this game. And just call it.
That's.
But we'll see.
I'm flexible. I'm just here to entertain.
Yeah, we'll always have you on another time, don't you worry. But again, it is if the game wishes to work.
Yes, but what I was trying to say is that you actually caught me at a good time. I can't say anything to NDAs, but I just completed like something like a 4.5 month stint on this game, or 5 month stint on this game, and basically we're doing a break.
There we go. Now
For
it's working.
we're doing a break for the foreseeable future, so like the next 3-4 weeks. I don't think you're going to survive 3-4 weeks of playing Assassin's Creed Shadows straight, but I should have more free time.
I mean, if I get enough donation, if I get a lot of donations playing this game, I'll keep playing it.
Sounds good, and I will be there if I can.
You can do it. Yeah, no. If you tell me your times and stuff, it can absolutely work for you.
I see you.
Definitely, I will let you know. To get back to what Mike and I were discussing market trends. He was saying that this game should have been made 10 years ago, and that it's released. Let's say the theme of this game is awfully suspicious considering when Ghost of Tsushima was released.
Don't you fucking start this game. Why is this game so fucking finicky?
It doesn't like you.
It's okay. The feeling's starting to get mutual. Mutual?
Yeah, mutual. To add to what I was going to say before you were gone, for continuity issues, like the picture that Junjiro draw of like a demonic Naue, right? You'll have to kind of mentally keep that picture in, because if I remember correctly, when I was playing it, one of the continuity errors was that when she looks at the image there, right? When you see it in a flashback later in a black and white, the image is flopped, like it's backwards, like it's facing the wrong way. So I don't know if they fixed that, but it's something to keep an eye out for.
What the fuck do you want me to do, game?
I'll seize the moment.
Oh, there it is.
Donate an organ?
Well, it said paint with him.
Yeah, you have to. What I can't see anything happening right now.
Oh, whoops! I forgot to show.
Is the stream not working?
No, it's on my end. I'm an idiot.
Okay.
We don't have a picture on Discord. Oh,
Now
there
you
we
do.
go.
Oh, let me see. Watch stream. Let's go to watch stream. Hold on. Yeah, there we
That
go.
was
Now
me.
it's.
I'm sorry. I forgot to share it.
No, it's called. Ah, yes.
Drawing Mando Pig?
Yes, we're drawing Man Bear Pig. God, I can't wait till we can add mods to this. This is going to be so funny when mods start pouring in more.
It looks...
Look, it's a demon with an eyeball for an asshole.
You look mostly like a tanuki.
You should you could replace the
You're
pictures
right.
with
It's
like
not
porn
very
or
good.
something like that,
I'm not
or
much
Just
hentai.
something that won't get me nailed on
It just
Twitch.
takes practice, like anything. And you understand that. You play
Like
music.
what about what's that thing like?
Why
Butt?
do you think that?
Because your hair, it's not part of your body, right? It just goes on its own.
Come on.
Yeah, I mean you could replace that. You could replace that picture with dick butt or something like that.
Yeah, no,
Like,
we're going to get some really stupid shit happening with the mods.
Don't worry, in every single Assassin's Creed game, your hair is actually just like a symbiotic creature that binds to your scalp, but it can still move around on its own.
Okay, good. I'm glad to know that's
Like a spider or
continuation.
something. It lays eggs in your brain.
Actually, if this entire series ends with that being the reveal, I'd be very happy.
I mean, we already had gods.
That flickering
We
is
found
annoying.
this.
That's
Where we found you.
Open it.
Open it, Rice Ball. Open it. She's Medusa in disguise. God, I wish they'd actually do that. That would be funny. The hair is actually alive.
It's the Tenkaichi Budokai.
I tried playing Mirage. I kind of got bored of it.
Mirage?
Yeah, the game before this. Everyone is coming in going short round?
Which one was Mirage? Where were you? Like Turkey or something?
I think
was that
so. Middle East or somewhere.
Was that Egypt? Or
No, Egypt was Origin.
Yeah, that one was actually fun. Origins and Odyssey were actually fun. It's the one that released just before this that was like stupidly cheap.
Yeah, because it was supposed to be, I think, a DLC for another game.
Thank you for this. It has reminded me of something very important.
What's that?
What's in the bag? What's in the bag?
A promise.
I'm so proud of you, chat. Mirage takes place before Valhalla and took place in the Middle East. I did say somewhere in the Middle East.
Doesn't take place in the Middle East.
I don't know, I just got bored with it. I gotta play it again at some point. It was DLC for Valhalla?
I have to admit, I like what they're going to do with that flute thing. They're going to use that that ancient what's that that technique where they where they glue it back together, but they use that gold to mark the breaks and seams. I forget what that technique is called. Nice. Yeah, it's a cute little thing. It's it's a Japanese technique, but I'm not sure what it's called. I know you use it for vases and vases and things like that, but. Yeah, so this is kind of like I said. This is kind of like the anti-girl boss writing in the sense that you can see she's recovering over the course of 6 months. So it's.
Earth 3.
This was.
I couldn't finish fucking Valhalla. It bored the shit out of me. That game was terrible.
This was hilarious. When we were testing this particular scene, there was some kind of problem with the physical orientation of Naoe's eyebrows. And her eyelashes, so it looked like her mascara was running because of how the eyelashes were positioned.
That actually really probably would have looked cool. Now I have a real sword.
Mirage takes place in Baghdad.
Okay. Like I said, I tried
At the time, that would have been Mesopotamia, not Iraq yet.
Let's see if this blade is as sharp as I remember.
Come here, dear. I will kill you. Yeah. You keep glitching. I must destroy you. Yeah. Because diversity.
Eliminate the Matrix. Glitch in the Matrix. Glitch in the Matrix.
The guy that owns the bamboo is like, what the fuck are you doing?
It grows 6 feet a day. You'll be fine.
Does it? Yeah.
Bamboo's the fastest growing plant on Earth.
I wonder what would happen
I forget how much. It's not 6 feet, but I forget how much it is.
I wonder what would happen if I planted it here.
You know what I always wanted to. I'm almost certain that it's it's illegal to import, but I would like to see if I could plant a ginkgo tree.
By the way, he's got 7 little pictures now, and he's red.
What's his? Oh, you mean what's it called? Tom?
Yeah, Tom's red.
I'm very glad to hear that. The red color, it's very striking. The color, isn't it?
Yeah, no, he's very pretty.
Yeah, I'm very glad you're doing well with him because I was always worried he was going to die on you because it shows that you know your plants well. Because I've tried giving those that I've grown to other people and they've just killed it because they were just doing stupid things with it. Oh my God! Look at his necklace.
Jesus Christ, man! What is going on? The wind wants that thing.
Vengeance is alone.
The wind is either The wind is
Believe me,
either very strong
there are
or
other ways to
there's some
heal.
physics problems.
No, I'm gonna say it's possessed. It makes it funnier. It's a spirit.
Yeah,
It's
but
waving goodbye
like
to her. Look.
Tom is going to grow really like
The
I'm
only
pretty
thing
sure that
I'm worried about is because it's gonna start getting warmer. I have to put him in a shady area now because I know he's a little bit of a sun whore, but he'll burn.
Yeah.
himself.
probably will, but like what the big thing to remember about Tom is like basically like he will grow stronger really fast. Like I'm pretty sure in about I'm guessing he's what like 2 or 3 inches now at least or more.
Yeah, he's still fairly small. He's just starting.
Yeah,
He's just starting to do the multiple thing where his middle splits open a couple of times.
Yeah. He
I
will
really did
he
try
will
my
get
best.
bigger. Like I'm pretty sure in about a year he's probably going to be like 6 to 8 inches tall, but that's just my estimation. See it's got the nice little gold like lining for the
Bamboo is
I
a
know.
popular torture method in Japan.
Oh yeah, that's
Do
true.
you like it?
You try and make bamboo grow through people. That's the
How?
really nasty way of doing it.
It would seem Junjiro has a knack for mending things. With a little help, of course.
Can you play something that way? Please?
I don't know why. I feel like that voice doesn't fit. Is it a girl or a boy? What is Rice?
It's a boy. It's a boy. It's a boy. Junjiro.
Immediately throws it on the ground, walks away. Fuck this! I'm going to the west.
Break it over his head like crush. Ugh. Does she have man hands?
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, she does.
Yeah, no, she's got man hands.
It's because
Oh
they
God,
use
they
the
look
same
like
model.
Oh God,
The
it looks
hands
like
are
her
the
father's
same
fingers.
model.
It looks like her father's fingers on hers. Ugh. It looks
Yeah,
even
they
worse
use.
when you
No,
look at it
you're
like
right.
this.
They use the same asset.
That's odd.
No, but it looks even worse since they're like playing the flute in sync.
Does everybody in this game have the same hands for an asset?
Now I'd be
I hope
curious to
not.
find out.
Well, I was mentioning this yesterday. Like one of the weird things about
Thank
this
you.
game is like people were
I
like
can never
complaining
repay
about
your
Naoi's
kindness.
underwear, and I was like, the original models didn't have
But
underwear,
now,
so be grateful that
I have a
there's
different
something
debt to
there.
settle.
Is it fully modeled then?
Well, I never played a version of the game where it wasn't that way, but I know that earlier versions basically had like her, let's say her anatomy from the waist up was like
Where will you
detailed,
go then?
but like
To the
like you
home
know
of a
like her,
family
let's say
friend.
her waist
Kamiko.
area was like
She
Barbie
has a farm
doll
in Sinfully.
anatomy.
Ah,
It was the
yes.
it was the same like with
That
Yasuke.
poor family.
Okay, that
You
would
know
be
the place?
really funny to see, though.
I have lived in Setsu a very long time, young one.
There's a naked black
I
man
have
running through the
all
streets with a
stories.
samurai sword.
But he has
Good
nothing down
and
there. It's a
bad.
Barbie doll, basically.
To reach the
Oh
farm,
no, they'd have to
head
mod
north
in a
following
big
the
dick.
winding pass down the mountain.
Somebody's going to mod in
But
a
be
big
careful.
dick. Give him time.
Danger is everywhere.
I'm sure people
And
are going to
now
go full blown racist with
remember to
Yasuke
tend
and
to
give him
your
like a
wounds.
grill or
Not
something like
only the
that.
physical
Oh
one.
God.
Your eyes are on the horizon
do
now.
Or put
horrible
like
things when
or
we're
put
Do
like
not
or
forget
put
to
like
look
thug
back.
life on his
To look
knuckles or
within.
something like that. I'm sure people are going to go full out. Give him like bling or something
Thank
like
you,
that. I know they're going to
Junjiro.
do it.
Do you really have to go?
Take care of yourself and the old man.
Yes, I have to leave to
Goodbye,
get away
race
from you.
ball. You'll be my favorite one of all.
How many others are there?
Are you gonna go off into the hills with that other random chick and the other 6 dwarfs?
I'm not.
We have to have a racially diverse dwarf, Cody. You're the Asian dwarf.
Oh
I was on that
God.
mountain for so long.
I'm not touching it with a 10
strange
foot
to
pole.
leave
He's
it.
not wrong, though. That's the worst part. Does that mean she's gonna go to sleep on a rock?
Oh, you have no idea about the writing history of that film.
We should, when we can, should we, on Kick, do a live stream rat, like, just make fun of it? When we can get a good copy of it?
What,
I
Snow
don't know
White?
when you're getting a good copy of it unless somebody already leaked an HD version.
We have to check.
You mean Snow White?
Yeah.
Yep.
I am
It just
tracking...
came out today, so I doubt there's a version.
To tell you, I am tracking Checkered Ninja for you. I am trying to get you, like, a copy of the German Blu-ray, which has the English soundtrack on it. I will let you know when Checkered Ninja 3 comes out.
I am way too excited for that. I shouldn't be that excited for Checkered Ninja 3.
I think that was one of our, not to toot our own horn, but I think that was one of our more popular streams, wasn't it?
It was. And see, we're gotta do more Kick exclusive movie streams because we'd find the most retarded shit, and that was wonderfully retarded.
I'll have to watch
there
some.
isn't a version.
I'll have to watch some movies. Maybe I'll see if I can find some. Maybe I'll see if I can find some
look,
weird
you put the
German
Tory
movies.
gate in the right place finally. How fucking long did that take?
Oh, that's actually something. Without violating any NDAs, I will have to tell you, like, this is something I want to commend the Japanese LQA testers on this game for. I like when basically there was like an uproar about all these things. What happens was that the Japanese testers were actually told to go through the game and flag anything they found wrong. From
3 months
is that a
later, they're
puppy?
still flagging shit.
Oh, it's a puppy.
It's a Shiba.
Yes,
oh, it's
it
a
is.
Akita. Never mind, that's an Akita.
You look like a
It's
friend.
still cute.
Oh yeah, they're fluffy as hell.
You're friend-shaped. But to actually... To actually...
Oh my god, there's puppies. There's puppies.
Oh, I can't play right now.
No, fuck you. You play with the puppy.
How can you
stop
resist
what you're
something
doing
that
and you
cute?
stop your mission and you play with the puppy.
Yes, you should play with the puppy. But to get back to what I was saying, like the Japanese, this is something I would like you guys to spread. Like the Japanese LQA testers for this game, they did, and I don't think this violates any NDAs. What they basically did was they went through the game, and as they played it, they took note of anything that was off, and it shows you how dedicated they were and knowledgeable about the culture. Like I think there was a cutscene where where the tea ceremony was being performed, and I think the tea was being stirred in the wrong direction, so they flagged that. They also said like the scroll is set up strangely in this thing, like it's like you're writing on the scroll in the opposite direction you're supposed to.
Oh,
and then,
right, yeah, because
yeah, like for example, there's this scene like that you're gonna see later where Yasuke's doing calligraphy, right? But it's like you're supposed to have the scroll oriented in one position, so like you can read progressively as you unfurl the scroll, in such a way that makes sense. But it's like they position it backwards, so it's like you were like writing from the end. So that's one thing they flagged. They flagged, like, since you mentioned the Torii gates, they also flagged that. Like, the Torii gates are in the wrong direction here.
I could practice Kujikiri here.
But that's the thing, like...
Look within.
Because of, because of artistic vision, and there were certain things that you couldn't... that couldn't be realistically fixed because, like, it interfered too much with the general plot. It's one thing to basically have a couple of pickup lines to fix problems, but it's another thing to rewrite entire areas of the game with only like 3 or 4 or 6 months left to release. You can't do that. So they fixed what was realistically possible. You have to consider like what you can do. Like to give you an example, like Yasuke's sword, like just to give you a particular example, like I think if I remember my Japanese, yeah, you're going to be doing that, yes. God, those man hands are bugging me. She's got these
now
long
you noticed it.
skeletal
You can't
fingers.
unnoticed it, can you? Now we have to look at the hands of the other characters.
I hate this scene. I hated doing this during the testing. I could never
this
memorize.
is going on way too fucking long.
No, you have to keep doing it, and they keep giving you less ways of, and they get rid of the button prompts, which I really hate. Like, though I have to admit I like this effect. That it kind of fades into like a drawing effect. Yeah, good job. better than I can do. I can tell you that much. I like this effect, like this fake, like 2D effect. I love that.
Where are we going?
Into the forest to find something I have not seen in many years.
Now?
Oh,
I thought we were going to
yes.
fight.
Hey, you beat me to it.
Oh, good. I'm not the only one that
Now
went there.
is the perfect
He said,
time.
And
They
this
say
is
the
why
Oda
we're
clan
friends.
has the teeth of
I
bears.
have not seen
And
in
the
many
same
years
craving
a
for
naked man.
His
It's
appetite is never satisfied. That Oda Nobunaga.
They
He
just
sends
wander
his
onto
son
a
to
hot
take down
spring
his
with
prey,
Jin
no
Sakai
doubt.
just hanging
What
out.
does he want?
My God, that would
We've
be
done
heaven.
nothing to them.
What they all
Look, that
say they
or
want.
Majima, I'm
Peace.
fine with.
But I would guess the real answer is power. We could be tiny mice in a hole, but within his walls, Oda Nobunaga will not stop his
Probably not
mouth
good.
until
Why is
we
there
have
random
stopped
crazy
scratching.
man?
And we have to stop
Even
him
ancient
first.
Japan had
And with your
crackheads. Who
father
knew?
and Momochi Sandayu, we stand a great chance.
Momochi Sandayu
I
will
like.
fight with
I
us.
liked how he just screamed
Oda
like, "Run
Nobukatsu will
away!
be
Run
finished by
away!"
sunrise tomorrow.
By night,
Lunar, is he
come.
supposed to be
We are
there?
getting close.
No, I have no idea. Like, you know, there was a scene. There was a scene later in the game where basically
Take a closer
Naoe
look at
was
that
in this
shrine.
in this
There.
storehouse with one of her like romantic interests, right? And they're kind of flirting with each other, and they start making out. But what happened was that Ubisoft didn't turn off the random NPC spawn location for spawn locator. So basically, you had some guy like like some janitor guy like cleaning up the warehouse, and like while they're making out, it was absolutely hilarious. It was
God, I hope we
absolutely
still have that problem in this, because it seems like they didn't turn it off in this one either, because that dude is just like, help me, what the fuck are you talking about? I'm just going somewhere with my grandma.
It reminds me of that scene with when Ned Flanders was running away when like the burger, like when Homer like told that burger thing to he sounds like, help me, Lord. He's like running away. That's
And
the
like
guy.
the chat
reminds
goes,
me.
you know it's bad when even the playtester's going, fuck if I know. Where's Logan Paul? He just ran past. Oh, I'm out of apple juice.
There's something here.
We call it a dildo. Oh god, I can't wait till people mod this shit. Like,
Is
when
this
actual
your
mods come
katana?
out, not the improvement mods.
I hid it when I thought Iga would see peace for good.
That's a very dangerous dildo.
how
I don't know
wrong
if I'd
I
use
was.
that.
I mean, there are
But
women
now,
still willing to risk it. There are men too.
Mine?
Naoe, you are all Nagato has. It is why he protects you so.
It would be
But
funny
when
if they replaced it with
destiny
one of
comes
those
to your
like
door,
those
you must
those squeaky hammers. You
Blade
know, like
first at times.
For the love of God, someone do it.
Thank you.
yeah, put like one of those squeaky hammers. So
It is not safe.
oh god, that
Yeah,
would be
no,
hilarious.
we heard the guy run past us.
You know, that would be hilarious if you did that with Yasuke. You replace his bat with one of those giant squeaky hammers, and every time he hits
My name
someone,
is
you see the
Naoe.
blood fly and just like this squeak every time you impact
Can you
someone.
fight like your father?
I can make that happen. I've got a squeaky next to me. Oh, sorry.
He has trained me, but it is mostly for practice.
Then today will be your greatest test. When you're ready, get to the edge of Nagano Pass. Stay low. Do not attack until I
They put
give the
the
order.
they put the charm within the sword hilt.
Will you be
I
all
believe.
right?
Yes,
Can you get
they
back
did.
home?
You told me to rest, but rest is far off yet. Still, I will be fierce.
You're no
Someone
honeybee.
actually,
You're a
one of my
dragonfly.
friends is actually in Japan now.
am
He actually
Bidan
got
too,
me some
Goodbye,
shrine
Auntie.
charms, and
I
I'm
will be
grateful he
strong.
did.
Lucky. I'm actually
Oh, he got it
surprised
too.
they knew how to they put the charm inside the sword hilt. That's a thing most ignore. That's an actual thing.
Yeah, that's one of the things in this game. Like, I have to, like people are dunking on like the historical inaccuracies, like like the Chinese architecture and stuff, but they do get some of it right. The atmosphere is overall is really nice in this game.
Yeah,
but
especially when a random dude, crackhead, is running by screaming.
yes.
I hope someone clipped him. I really hope someone clipped him.
Oh, you're not recording the
Oh,
stream,
I'm recording. I just want that specific clip. Because I put them on
men
social
could be
media and I'm
anywhere.
lazy. Oh, the writers and
Stay
people
hidden.
probably didn't give a shit about the actual testers flagging shit. They had nothing more to do with the game.
Well, what happens is like the Japanese testers
right
did
in
a
the
lot.
Wow!
Good way.
Ooh.
Got me right in the back. Fuck.
The Japanese testers actually flagged a lot of stuff but like I said, there is a
Yeah, somebody
yellow
said, oh, I
assassin.
bet that ticked off the writers that the Japanese testers were flagging stuff. That's why I said I don't think the writers cared.
Oh
already
no,
got
actually,
Stay hidden.
oh no, actually, I have to see it to Ubisoft's credit. Like, I mean, how do I put this? Ubisoft publicly said we're going to ignore the people on the internet, but I think they did. I think they did take the people internally flagging things a lot more seriously than they took the people complaining, like the YouTubers and like the other people complaining. They took the Japanese testers a lot more seriously. I mean, there was stuff.
The Oda clan are monsters.
So, I mean, basically, it's like, what can we fix without breaking our narrative? The stuff like, like the tea ceremony being performed wrong, the Torii gates being put in the wrong location, that's something that's relatively easy. Well, it's a relatively easy to fix, or any architectural inaccuracies, right? That's something that's easy to fix. But if you have to rewrite an entire section of the plot, if you have to rewrite an entire section of the plot, it's a bit more complicated than that.
That man was 2 days from retirement.
I'm getting too old for this shit.
Oh, it's just you drinking, Mikami.
Oh
God,
God,
I
my
can't.
man!
No, stop showing the hands, please.
My man hands are stained with blood.
I think one's also bigger than the other.
In any case, like, for example, like one thing, and I don't think this is violating any rules, is like, for example, the Japanese testers, just give me an example of of how much detail and love for their own culture the Japanese testers
Why
had.
is this happening?
There's one point, like, I think there's the person who
to fight just
the
to
person
kill.
who
What have I
the
done?
swordsman who in this game who's alleged to have trained, like, who trains
What is that thing that
Yasuke.
just ran past?
Rabbit?
No, it had like a tail. Could it have been like a weasel or something?
Could be. But, well, just to give you an idea of like how dedicated the Japanese testers and people are to their culture, what they did was they, like, for example, Yaya, right? You know that fat Buddhist monk, female Buddhist monk who people kept calling
would have been
sumo
a thing.
wrestler, who's people like who was called a sumo wrestler, which is
I'm
also
covered in
completely
blood.
bunk. There's
No,
enough stuff to
one of
mock
us had to
Yaya
die.
for without that. Like,
I had no
first,
choice.
I mean, like, first, you don't have a female Buddhist monk. You have a Buddhist nun. Second of all, a fat Buddhist nun in medieval Japan is laughable, as is one that has hair. Because Buddhists are notorious for shaving their beans. You can't, there's enough to bash, there's enough to criticize without going the sumo wrestler route. But,
I mean, they had
aside from
sumo
that,
wrestlers back then. We researched this, you and me. They were fetishes.
yeah, but not female
Why
ones.
did you just see that guy just teleport in?
I think so. Didn't he just like slide in from off screen or somewhere?
No, he legitimately just teleported in. He just appeared out of nowhere.
Okay, but just to complete what I was trying to say, like, the Japanese did flag Yaya's hair. They said that was a historical inaccuracy for Buddhism. But they also, one thing they did, like I said, just to give you an idea of how dedicated they were to their country and history. The swordsman who trained Yasuke in this game is a historical figure. And the game says he also trained Nobunaga Oda. And they actually researched the history, and they said that if this swordsman had trained Nobunaga, there would surely be a historical record of it, but there was none we could find. And they also said he's in the wrong area of Japan for this time period. So they actually suggested, if you want to improve the historical accuracy of this, consider replacing this swordsman with this other swordsman who was actually in this area of Japan.
Are they
You know, so
everywhere?
that's the level of dedication the Japanese had, and I think that needs to be commended.
Oh yeah, like I
Though,
said, I
like, and
give so
Just
much
keep
credit
going.
to you guys that did the testing and shit.
yeah, I have to admit though, my language testing was more boring because I was basically had to check, like I mostly had to bug some really strange things what do you say, like basically like any gendered comments that were off, like if they refer to Naoe as a he or Yasuke as a she or something like that, because of like the branching audio for non-English languages. That was something I had to bug. I had to bug like mismatching subtitles. You know, if there was a factual or a translation error in the subtitles, I had to bug that. Like, so, it's stuff of that nature.
Otherwise, the guinea pigs won't get any food.
What happened?
My card didn't go through for guinea pig day.
Oh, that's
I'll
not
have to
good.
fix that up this stream. You're all gonna die, motherfuckers.
What are you waiting for?
This feels so out of place because of the music. I'm gonna turn up the music a bit because it feels really out of place.
Yeah, one thing I should. Speaking of music, that's one thing I should bring up. Like that kind of like that. What's it called? That kind of like gangsta rap Yasuke music that only plays like a couple of times in the game, like during boss fights and stuff. It's not like a regular feature, I think. But I guess we'll see.
Why do we just have this music?
Yeah, this is not a bit classical music.
Regroup! Regroup!
Oh.
There was some graphical issues there for a second.
What happened?
Her body just kind
Lost,
of
are you?
down.
Iga should have surrendered.
Iga does not know surrender.
Iga does not know proper grammar.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry. I know what you're doing with this. You're going to like 70s with this, but it still doesn't work.
That sounds like a James Bond movie music.
Yeah, no, what the fuck is this? If I get flagged for this,
music?
I swear to God, Ubisoft, I'm going to war. I'll turn it down because people are mad about I turned it up so I could try to hear it in the cutscene, because for some reason the sound in the cutscenes for music is like crazy low. Yeah, no, people are like, what the fuck is the music?
You can't run from me, girl.
It's so weird for a fight. I turned it down. He's just sleeping.
I killed him, Chichue. He was as big as a...
Are you hurt? Answer me!
This is not my blood.
Why do you have man hands?
You disobeyed me. She obeyed my orders. I asked her to defend Iga. She is my daughter! Is she not Egan? Was Iga not attacked? We had defense enough. Now I did not do as she was told.
You tell me to stay with Matsu, I stay with Matsu. Momochi-san, you tells me to defend Iga, I defend Iga.
Now,
I do what I am told. I have never done anything less.
you killed this man.
Yes.
formidable foe. You have made Iga proud today, Naoe. It's time to go home. The battle is over. The battle is over, my friend. But the war has just begun.
Yeah, no, I think that fight would have worked with, you know, actual, like, fight music, not fucking whatever the hell that was.
You know what would have been more fun if they'd done like kind of like a not a bouncy, but like kind of like a more dramatic music, but they'd done like Samurai Showdown type music.
Yeah, that would have worked.
Like
This
with
was just-
Biwa's,
Fuck was that?
like with Biwa's and I
We're probably
you know,
gonna
I guess
go for another 30 minutes. How does that sound for those in my call?
I'm good. I'm good for that.
Mike, you good for
Yeah.
it?
Yep.
What was I trying to say? Like I guess they could have done that, but they could also, what is it? I guess they're trying to go for like a modern thing, you know, like kind of like when with Marie Antoinette, they kind of tried to do like a pop rock thing, like soundtrack to jazz things up. Like I heard Gladiator also did that. Gladiator 2, I'm not sure, but I guess that's what they were going for. I have no idea.
I don't know anything about it.
Gladiator 2 used rap music for Denzel Washington's character, if I remember correctly, and it was also terrible.
Watch old
Yeah,
samurai films and borrow music cues from those. Oh yeah, that's what we mean. Those would work. Again, those in the call. At least Mike and I are huge like old school Japanese like Kurosawa fans. So I'm expecting something, you know, good. I'm sorry, Gojo Toshima. It's okay. We know you're good, at least for right now. Your next game doesn't need to exist.
Stylistic, like I said, I'm also, like, to clarify to the chat, I'm also not pushing for the modern music either. We're just like debating the merits.
Can I ask? I don't know if you'll get in trouble, but as a tester, did you do that fight? Because I'd be curious what your reaction when you first heard that music was.
I did do the fight, but I basically ended it really fast because, like,
so
I
you didn't
basically
get to
just like,
hear it.
yeah, basically, I did hear a bit of it. I didn't like one thing I did notice, like, which I hinted at before, is that these, like, let's say these, what I would say, like these, what's called these kind of like anachronistic music. It only seems to show up in certain boss fights or major fights. It doesn't, if I remember, show up regularly in the game, which is one thing that I think people were misinterpreting. They thought that every time Yasuke appeared on screen, he'd be like accompanied by rap music and beats
That's
and
what
stuff like
everyone
that.
was expecting because it's Ubisoft.
Yeah, but it's not really like that. Like, when I was playing the game, I think there were like maybe 3 or 4 instances where they used that music for dramatic effect. Like, one is like the final boss battle. The other was like the way when he's battling his way to a particular castle. So I don't remember it being as prevalent as it was,
I'm gonna
but
find out what the fuck it is. It is. Okay.
Is that a rabbit? No.
No, it's a raccoon dog. It's a nasty little raccoon dog. Did you just hiss at me? Little fucker. Don't hiss at me. Oh, I think I killed it. Where'd it go?
I can hear it.
I
Maybe it's in
think
the
it went
bushes somewhere?
underground. Like, I think it glitched into the ground. Well, I've done
Possible.
my job. Told it not to hiss at me. Oh no, it reappeared.
That's one of those things I have to admit. Like,
Where is it? A wild? No, it is. It is. It's like a raccoon or a raccoon dog. No,
one
it's
of those
not.
things, like,
Maybe it's just a raccoon.
that's one of those things. Like, I wish I could get like this kind of closest to nature in my own backyard because I got so much crap in my yard. Bunnies, bunnies,
I've told you
raccoon.
what you need to do.
Like, be patient and friendly and feed them, right?
Yeah.
Essentially.
Leave the food around and then slowly bring the food towards you.
Yeah, I've got a. Yeah, it's just like.
What the fuck you want me to do here? Nothing?
Why are
Okay.
you crying?
Does the kid have a... Oh, God. I
That's
think the
not a-
kid's
that-
having a seizure standing up.
What is going on here?
They're mourning the horse.
That horse looks like
Okay.
it's been dead for a while.
I'm just gonna leave it. You can't interact with them. It looked like a spot where you should be able to interact with them.
That's the same idea I got, actually. The impression I got, I mean.
Because I can. There's no reason to do it, but I can.
Return to Tomiko.
I will say, the control, like again, the controls are fine. It just, coming off games like the new Yakuza and stuff, the game feels a lot slower in combat and stuff.
Yeah, like, I think the best description I've heard of the game is it's an Assassin's Creed game and it's like serviceable. You know, that I think that as backhanded as a compliment as that sounds, I think that's about us. That's an honest assessment of it.
Oh, that is actually cool looking. I'm gonna rob it. Like, it's not as funny as Veilguard so far. Oh, I can change my clothes?
Worn peasant clothes.
Oh, you can't take your clothes off. Yeah, it feels average. Mid. It's a mid game.
Yeah, that's
like, at least Veilguard, we were losing our minds laughing over the glitches.
That's I think that's a fair assessment of the game. The game is, let's say, the game is not absolute trash. Like I mean, unplayable in the sense of the controls being broken or unresponsive and stuff like that. It's what you said. It's like a serviceable mid game.
It shouldn't have been the price it was. I'll say that much.
Yes.
Like, they overcharged the fuck out of this thing.
Yeah, this is a very nice. You can see.
Yeah,
like
but aren't these always really nice when they do these?
Oh yeah, it is. I'm just saying it's really nice.
I didn't know the Bloods existed in ancient Japan. We're gonna put Isuke in blue. So we'll have the Crips and the Bloods.
I mean, I'm sure people are gonna go like. People were already growing like. People were making so many off-color jokes on
Jesus,
Twitter.
that's not what I wanted to do, game. Fuck you. Oh, at least you auto-heal.
As long as you don't jump from like too high a height, yes.
I mean, don't touch me. I'll do it. The fucking jumps. Oh god,
That's
they're using. That's a parkour jump. I'm fairly certain.
That's a retarded-looking jump.
It is. I wonder what it looks like with the debug on. I hit the thing because I can't see shit in this. What the fuck, game? We get it,
Yeah,
Gabs, you like... Thank you, now I can see bullshit again. Oh my god, I get it, you like your foliage.
That can't be good for your butt.
There we go. So,
You know,
you don't need that much fucking bush. I know what I said. I can hear you snickering.
Yes. I will try and find some stuff.
Hold on a minute. Oh, is it not going to do it again? No. Fuck. I had it for a second. Oh, fucking dense-ass foliage. Fine. This girl's gonna get pneumonia.
I hope the water doesn't get into her boots. That's not going to be good either for the feet.
I'm just torturing this character now.
hear
guess I'll
something
go down
interesting going on. That was nice, though.
Not a single motherfucker knows. No, he did.
Now he will die.
He's gonna die anyway. Let's be real. He's gonna die faster than everyone. Why did I have, like, that? Jesus Christ! I'm sorry, did you just attack me? Alright, fuck you too, buddy.
Oh Christ! You better get him. You better get out of
Boy,
there.
I think I pissed Big Boy off. I'm gonna steal his shit and run.
Watch it. He's coming.
Fuck you.
He's coming with the bat.
No, he ain't. I'm out. Bye.
Run away. Well, he's not going to catch up to you with all that armor he's wearing.
Oh, yeah, he's fucked off. Daddy's mad he got the bat. No, Daddy, no.
I keep wondering what it would be like to play baseball with one of those things. Like, would you really be able to hit the ball a lot harder with that?
Feel like, wouldn't it be, well, the swing, you'd have to have a lot of strength because it would be hard to swing it like that, wouldn't it?
And I also wonder if, like, if you destroy the ball with that. Because, like, I'm sure a baseball was not meant to be
People been
hit
able
with
to
a-
destroy a
The
ball
last
with like a
time I was
normal
here,
bat before?
everything was different.
That's possible.
Chichiue was alive. I only hope Tomiko's alright.
Turn
So,
to
bets
Tomiko.
on her being dead?
No, Tomiko's fine. Like, sorry, that's not a major spoiler, so I don't mind saying it.
Damn, she's got some stamina.
Tomiko.
Tomiko.
She reminds me of Forrest
Tomiko.
Gump sometimes when she runs. It's Assassin's Creed for modern audiences.
And Nagato?
Yes, and one guy obliterated a bird with a baseball. I know. What? No, it's been more than one guy that's done that, I think.
I'll pour sake.
Wait, what are you talking about?
So I'd asked if has there ever been anyone who's destroyed the baseball with the bat, and
May
somebody
his
said,
spirit find peace.
God,
yes,
those
and one
man
guy
hands are-
obliterated a bird with a bat.
God, those.
Yeah, that was a pigeon. Randy Johnson hit one with a fastball. That's the only time I've ever heard of that happening.
I only wish I had seen their faces. Cowards, all of them.
Those
do you
man
mean?
hands are bugging me
You can't
so
see
much.
it. Watch the other one's
samurai.
hands and see if they're the
There are
same.
11 more.
I think they are. What bothers me is like there's these
They
weird
killed
bony
my
man
father.
hands.
The
It's
Onryo.
like
The
emaciated
masked man from
Indian
Katono.
peasant hands.
I should have known he wasn't just some mad Ronin. So there's more than one.
Many more.
They
I have this
killed
convenient
Nagato.
wall scroll.
That's very pixelated, dear Christ.
Yeah,
You'll
that's what I was
have
about
to
to say.
kill them
Why does it look so?
all.
Why does it
Do you
look so low
understand?
res?
Not just those that wear masks.
They're
Did it look
ancient
like that in the
Japanese
test?
printers.
That surround them. The power
I don't know.
that commands
I don't
them.
think it. It might have been, but like I guess like Japanese printing was not very high. It was did a lot of DPI because just I don't know.
I will not hesitate.
Good. It's the only way to set things right. Blood for
I just had a terrible thought. You know those anti-bullying ads they used to do where they had somebody in front of the camera and it's just their face explaining why bullying is bad? Like stuff like that. You know what I mean by that, right? Like there's
Yeah,
just
I
somebody in
kind of,
front
yeah.
of the camera. Yeah, that's what that
Yeah.
reminds me of. I feel like they're about to give me a PSA.
Blood.
Oh God.
Blood for blood.
I
Blood
mean,
for
I
the
lived
blood
through
god.
the
You will
80s.
need much then.
I lived through the
Allies,
80s. I mean, like
supplies.
I remember those use your brain
And
on
a
drugs
place
ad
to
where
put them.
they broke the egg into a pan.
It's yours. Anything.
Are you sure?
Did your father ever tell you why my bones ache in the weather? Why my strength fades so quickly?
Because I am ninja?
War. Years ago. Between daimyo whose faces I'd never seen. Powerful men who fought to rule my land, but never set foot in it. Their soldiers killed everyone. My family, neighbors, left my mangled body in the dirt. Left me to burn as our fields turned to ash.
But why? You weren't the enemy.
We were in the way. The last thing I heard, after my husband's screams fell silent, was laughter. Our lives meant nothing. These people don't care about us. So every
not a bad
scrap
voice actress,
I have in
actually.
this world is yours, Naue. As long as you promise to make them suffer.
I'll have to make changes to the place.
Then it is time to start gathering supplies.
Yeah, so this is what I was mentioning about this turning into like kind of like what's called basically like this is like your customizable homestead. You can start building things and like recruiting people building. So like for example, you can like create like you can build a forge for the
Well,
blacksmith.
it's a humble
they
beginning,
can help
but
craft
we'll need a
weapons for
lot of
you.
foundation to make that mountain.
Yeah, I did
Stuart
see someone
always told
talking
me
about like the building part. They said it's a good building mechanic in a shitty game.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like you can actually pimp out the inside of the thing. You can customize the walls. You can move furniture around. You can add objects. It's a really neat thing. Like, yeah, that's why you have so much room in this area.
Camera, why do you hate me?
That's enough stone.
I'm still not gonna stop shitting on you, game. Just answer me, camera, why do you hate me?
Answer me.
What, did I not collect that?
Could have been two examples really close to each other. That might have been it. I don't know.
This will build a strong roof.
Yeah, this is the kind of stuff that, I mean, this is kind of self-evident, but this is the kind of crap that you when you're testing the game, you don't really concentrate on. Basically, what you do is you just use like the cheats to give yourself all the resources, so you don't have to do this tedious stuff and just like pimp out your homestead really quickly because
I mean, I just
you
want
only
to
have
leave
so
a-
much.
Why the fuck? That's fucking weird. Sorry.
Yeah.
George Foreman passed away. Huh.
Really?
Yeah, no. Chat's reporting it right now. Do you want me to look it up?
Sure. That's a
Somebody
bummer
look it
though.
up. I'm fucking playing the game.
Okay, I'll check. Hold on. Since it's
He was
relatively
what, in
slow, I'll
his
go check.
60s or 70s, maybe.
No, he's probably in his 80s
This should
by
be
now.
enough for the walls.
Okay.
He was fighting
Time
back
to
when
build,
Muhammad Ali
I
was
guess.
around.
Yeah, he did today. 76.
6. Looks like a friendly old guy.
When did he?
He
What
was-
did he pass
He
away
is
of?
considered one of the deadliest boxers of all time. I believe he did kill somebody in the ring.
Holy shit. Not everything is updated though. I saw Uwe Boll put something up a few days ago about George Foreman, so I was wondering what happened. What happened to him?
I'm checking now. George Foreman Grill.
I don't think he died from the grill.
The grill was supposed to make him live longer. George Foreman was also boxing in his 50s.
Jesus.
And winning.
Doesn't say, it just says he died at a hospital at the age of 76. Doesn't say what he died from. Right now, anyways, or at least the source I'm looking at.
He died today.
It has a nice mechanic, doesn't it?
It's not bad. Hey, look,
No, I mean
they finally put a little bit more pixels into the picture.
Yeah, the building mechanics.
Junjiro! Sorin!
We stab you last.
My apologies for our unannounced arrival.
How the hell did they find her?
With you.
What?
They followed her.
I had thought I was doing some good by staying at Makino-dera. But your fiery spirit showed me that, in truth, I was hiding, sinking my roots too deep in the mountain soil.
But where will you go? What will you do?
A pilgrimage, I think. A slow one if these old bones have any say.
And I've come to stay with you.
He hasn't ceased talking about you since the moment you left.
Please, I'll help. I could cook, do chores, feed the horses.
That voice does not fit.
Rice Ball, what did I tell you? Don't come up and ask me questions right now. You need to go off and you need to get me my comfort foods.
You could stay, Jojiro. Let him stay.
Fine.
He can stay in the doghouse out back. With the dog will stay inside
My
with us
home
like
is
it
your
always
home,
does.
Junjiro. Wherever that is.
Yes.
Really?
We will stay. The
I'll
dog
take
will
care
stay
of
on.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Rice Ball. You gotta sleep underneath
So
the
we're
house. There's an
taking
angry
it
badger
safe
under
now,
there, by the
huh?
way. You might want to take care of
You
him
were the
first.
one who said we needed
Hope
allies.
you roll high enough.
Think of Junjiro as our first recruit.
To be honest, like the only. Sorry. To be
I
to
like
be honest,
how
the only.
actually annoyed she sounded.
To be
Will you
honest,
be
like
alright?
to be brutally honest, the reason I suggested you
don't
let him
believe
stick
me
around is the
capable
fact
of
that
pilgrimage, then?
it'll make things a bit more interesting because,
I guess
like I
you've
said, if
proven
you
me
have a
wrong
bunch of
before.
NPCs, I think you can probably recruit like at
Do
least
take
20,
care of
30 NPCs. It's wild to see
You
them
two
all
are
running around
more
and talking
alike
to each other,
than you know.
but that's only if we decide to go that route.
So you could have. So if you would have picked to send him away,
What
he
is
actually
this?
does leave.
Here. This mark.
I
That
think
one was
I'm not
wounded.
100%
My
sure,
father
honestly.
sliced off his
I
ear
never
in the melee.
I was playing more the Yasuke
There's
route
a
than the
man
Naoe
in
route, but
Sakai
what
rumored
I
to
like
have lost an
not,
ear
what's it
some
called?
months
He
ago.
Junjiro has
I
an
hear his men
important
have
role
clashed with Kyono
later
and his
on in the
monks
game,
at
so
the
I don't think
temple,
you could just write him out of the
somewhere
game
in
completely. It's
Southeast
possible
Setse.
he just
Monks?
reappears as needed.
Survivors from Honganji.
But that's
The
just a guess.
Ikoiki. Kyonyo is their leader now. Maybe he could give you information.
Anything else?
The Tepo. What are those etchings?
Gold, I
What
think. Even
I
in the
don't
moonlight
understand is
alone, I could
who the
still
fuck
see them.
painted this?
Never knew a
Like-
Teppo could shine like that.
Then you've never been to the markets of Sakai. The craftsmen there are like none other. Someone in Sakai will lead you to this gun. Follow your instincts. Sakai is a big city, Naoe. Full of danger, yes, but also allies. Eyes
I swear
open
to
for
God,
those
if
who
you've
might
run into a
help
guy
our
named
cause.
Jin in Sakai.
Right.
And if you're near the blacksmith shops, find Heiji. Looks like a bear, forges like a master. He owes me a favor.
I will track down who we're looking for. Wherever they're hiding.
Like I said, I'm wondering who the fuck painted this because, like, if Naoe, like, it has to have been someone who was there, right? And
can you imagine too? That had to have taken a while. So like, literally, imagine how long they had to be in that pose.
yeah, that's what I'm trying. That's like one of the funny things that I noticed when I was playing the game. I'm like, who the fuck painted this? Like, first of all, like if it can't have been Nagato because he was dying, unless there was someone in the bushes watching this whole thing go down. Like Tomiko was just like sitting in the bushes, like in the high grass, like with like a sketch pad, like drawing everybody. Like, and if Naue drew it, like she remembers the scene very well for someone who has had a major gunshot wound and was suffering from blood loss. You know, it's like, and her artistic skills have improved a lot with Junjiro. So.
How the fuck do you want me to do the quest thing? God damn it!
Yeah, this reminds me of Valhalla, where you've got like these quests where like you have like this arbitrary members of like a secret society.
Jesus
and
Christ, this thing is not.
What?
Oh my fucking god! You have to make sure you clicky every little button, or it loses its goddamn mind on you.
I think it's also a matter of like you have to keep the cursor focused on your target.
I'm trying. It won't let me choose it.
Well, you have to. I think you can only pick certain things right now.
Oh my god, stop holding my fucking hand and let me explore. You know why I like Ghost of Toshima? Cause I can just fucking explore! It's almost like, fuck off and stop holding my damn hand. I don't even care, just let me fucking play a video game. Oh my god, I don't give a shit about your fucking buttons. Just let me get out of this.
Try Scout. I don't know.
Fucking Christ, I can't. Yeah, I'd like to go talk to the guy. Oh my god, I hate this.
Maybe try using the scout objective because it seems like they're trying to force you to do that.
That's what I was trying to do. It's not exactly very friendly.
Yeah.
Is it true that there was a battle here once? And Tomiko fought up a whole army by herself? She's good with a broom. I don't want to imagine her with a weapon.
Bye, you little shit.
What did you say?
You said bye, you little shit. Just walk the fuck off while talking to me. Rude.
Yeah.
God damn, man. Like, I hate when they do that shit with tutorials. I don't care. Fuck off and let me play the game. It's a fucking map. We've seen this 100 times. Ask me if I know how to use a map. No, you have to stay on the rails so they can force you to watch the story. Fuck you. Fuck you, it's true. Would you like some game with your tutorial? Somebody should just make a game with, like, mocking that shit and it's nothing but tutorials.
You survived the fall of Iga. Not many of our neighbors did.
Why does he
Home
look
is
like
a
a
shadow
racial
of
stereotype?
what it once was. We left together and found this place.
Come inside. You can stay here.
Only if you let us earn our
Or,
keep.
what is it,
We want to
caricature?
build community here. Allies who will work together.
Then let us be on the lookout for you. We'll keep this place safe. Gather information.
You are all welcome.
Fucking people just come into my house.
I keep wondering if Tomiko's going to regret like Naue taking every stray, every vagabond, every random person she meets into her house.
If I was her, I would just tell this chick to never come back. I'd be pissed. Like, it's your house. I'd just say, fuck off. Stop trying to steal all my shit and have all these people living here. I didn't say this was okay.
Well, she did say you could do whatever you wanted, but it's like
Yeah, no,
when
she,
I
she instantly regrets that shit.
yeah, especially when Junjiro showed up. Yes.
Do I stab you in the back? Yes, I do.
Hey, now. Let's go.
These guys were just trying to cross
What
the
you're
street.
thinking?
They came to the wrong town.
Careful.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't time that. Other guy just doesn't care. He's just standing. Well, they use the same model for every dead fuck.
I killed her.
Oh!
Oh, fuck you! Just hear him go, I killed her! How is this game getting more racist as you play? I have no idea what you're talking about. I didn't say anything a few minutes ago. But if there's somebody named Charlie Chan in this, I'm walking away. If anyone gets that joke, congratulations, you're old.
I didn't get that whatsoever. I had no idea what you said.
Of course you didn't. Round 2, motherfuckers. Well, we'll see. Are they not there?
Maybe
There's
they.
a deer though, because those things are just gonna haunt me now.
It could be a spawn. Are they? Oh yes, they are.
What could that have I'll enjoy this.
That wasn't the one I was aiming for, but fuck it. What the hell? I gotta give that guy props for the kick. Dead now. Yeah, so you saw what I did to your. Oh, you're on my side.
You will see another day.
I have
You're a bit too bloodlusty, aren't you?
But is there something I can do in return?
People
Why
who
is
got
he
the
looking
reference are very happy with with me right now.
Why is he looking in the wrong direction? And why does she look like she's high?
Because it's the only way you could even be in this game. She's stoned out
No,
her
it's
fucking mind.
No,
Yes, it looks like it looks like your pupils are like fully dilated. She's like staring.
I need to use this as a thumbnail and put a blunt in her mouth.
The other thing is, you look at her, she's not blinking. Oh no, never mind. Never mind. There was one there. There was one indiscriminate one there, but we're going a little bit wider.
Please be my eyes and report back to my allies.
Yeah, no,
Oh, yeah, that was
don't
one-
want to look at you ever.
That was one of the weirder things we had in this game. Like when we were testing the game, like basically to tell you something, like these encounters, like these bandits or these people you meet, they randomly spawn in certain areas of the game, right? But sometimes things go a little caca. Like for example, there was this one time where you had a peasant like with this, like it was a guy with a shaved head and a mustache and a beard, but he spoke in a woman's voice, and it's stuff like that you have to flag.
That's a demon.
Yeah, exactly. That's the kind of stuff you flag in this game. Like you have to find
God,
this
I
crap.
wish that was still there. That would actually be really funny to find.
I mean, it's possible it might still be there. You never know. Like with how randomly. I mean, like even in those basketball games in like the 2000s, you'd sometimes have like the random basketball player spawn as some kind of like transracial abomination with like a white guy's head and a black guy's body. I wouldn't be surprised.
Man, you have stories of testing.
No, this wasn't a publicly released game, but I'm just saying that it's possible that something like that randomly might occur in this game. I have no idea. Like, there are very
specific. Going to show up white?
Huh?
Is Yusuke going to show up white?
If he does, I'm losing my mind laughing. If he does it, I will be.
That would be.
I don't know how. Did that ever happen in testing?
No, he doesn't show up white. Sometimes he shows up naked though, like in our testing. Like he just his armor doesn't spawn.
Fuck you!
So,
Here's my dick.
well, not that naked. He shows up with like his little like fundoshi or something like that. That diaper thing.
Oh God, that makes it funnier.
Yeah, he's
A
got the
place to
man diaper.
meditate. A place to remember what happened in Iga.
Uh-oh. Guys, Minute's gonna
Are
give
we-
you guys
wait a
some
minute.
gift subs.
Wait a
It's
minute.
Naruto time.
Oh God, hand signs.
Yes, we're going to become Naruto characters.
It is Naruto time.
Please tell me people in like the testing were making those jokes too.
I don't know if we had any Naruto fans specifically, but we were hated this.
It would be so much funnier if the signs are just curse words in like in Japanese sign language.
Or they were like completely wrong characters.
Oh, I
like,
would
it said,
love to get the reaction of the testers if that had happened. Get those emotes flowing, chat.
Ooh, flow.
Has like a girl voice. I really cannot wait to see what mods we end up throwing up on this thing. It's gonna be great. Yes, you have PTSD, honey. So do the rest of us. And this time we didn't. Goddamn man hands! Now I can't unsee them. We really do need to check out the other characters' hands and see if it's like a universal thing.
I regret mentioning it because now I cannot unsee it and you cannot unsee it.
Good morning, Chichiwe.
You did not sleep well.
French car wash, tax return, Mitsubishi chat.
What happened?
They're making fun of what the signs would mean. The Mitsubishi one got me because I'm trying to figure out how you would do it. But it'd just be like driving a car. I love
had
that I'm
another
signing
bad
too,
dream.
and I don't mean
I
to
saw
do
their
it.
faces. The men I killed.
I picked up something.
I heard you cry out in your sleep. Last
kept
night,
saying terrible
and the nights before it.
You know, if it wouldn't get us
Horrors
in
of
trouble,
war
I would have
for
loved to
everyone,
let
equally
Mike
as your father.
read some of the horrendously
I had a
off-color
secret
jokes
hope
people have been making about
you
the
would be spared.
gay
Nobukatsu
romance
and his
between
men
Yasuke
spared no
and
one.
the other guys.
Why should I be?
Have
Oh,
you not
trust
seen
me, I
what
can
people
make a
have been
lot
saying?
worse jokes than anything you've read.
The victory of
Yeah,
our
no,
battle
we can't say half the
will be
jokes.
short-lived.
No, that's why I said I would have loved to hear
Oda
you do it with your
Nobunaga does
Japanese
not know
accent,
the
but
word defeat,
I know it's not a good
nor
idea
mercy.
because of how bad it is.
Oh, I have a really bad one, so I'm gonna... Oh, where can I type it? Okay, I'm gonna put it in Gen Chat. Do not say this one, Mike, but it would be funny.
Where is this?
The Gen Chat,
Oh,
Gen
Gen Chat?
Balto.
Jen Bolt.
I tried to do it with the accent. I fixed the sound issue. Minute.
Was that bad?
Oh, that was
mean,
not.
you could probably say that one. I had to figure out how to write it where it'd be slightly where you could get away with saying it. So go for it, Mike.
Oh God, no.
No, that one you have to donate for if you want that one.
There was a really awful one. Let me find it. I will post a screenshot of it in the chat. That was the worst thing I've ever seen.
I have not
Oh, I gotta send you one that a fan of mine made.
This
It's pretty
must
fucking
change.
good.
Today,
I
you will
legitimately
learn to
cannot
wield
show it
a
on
warrior's
screen.
greatest weapon.
Hinata?
No, it is not. Come, my plum. Take a cleansing breath.
That one's pretty good, Cyber.
We're going to meditate?
Not in our usual way. This is a technique for protection of mind and body. In times of danger, fear.
Kujikiri.
Yes. I will teach you, Kujikiri, to let go of your guilt and regret. A warrior has no use for these things. Now, tell me about your nightmare.
It's hard to remember. I was alone, and then blood. A red moon.
Did you see the faces of the men you killed as they drew their last breath?
I did.
Lift your head up, Fujibayashi Naoe. We have ways to banish such darkness.
Your ways of making me talk.
Breathe deeply. Come into the present moment. Now, begin. Let your breath be natural and relaxed. Mushi, empty your mind, Naoe. Good. Do not force it. Mushi, be here. Now.
This is the worst one I've ever seen online.
Mushi.
That's actually really easy to do.
Yeah,
do you
but
feel?
that's going to be...
Calmer.
Oh,
Lighter.
I'll get the fan art.
That happens when you empty your head of the past. You see the world for what it is now. Your mind is refocused. And next, we will redirect it.
So you're saying the cure to PTSD is Naruto hand signs?
Apparently.
Momochi Sandayu and Matsu have also agreed to help you. Find them and learn from them.
Chichiue, thank you for believing in me.
Thank you for...
I always have. Only now can I show you how much.
And now I will go and die in like 2 days.
Keep your clothes on, damn it.
Why do the deer keep haunting us?
Becky, you son of a bitch. I see you running.
We just summoned Mecha Barbara Streisand.
I see you running.
Mecha Barbara Streisand.
Mecha Streisand.
That had no right being as good as it. God, we gotta just watch South Park again. Fucking love that episode.
Naoe, where have you been, child?
Just busy, Auntie Matsu.
Yes, I know what you have overcome these past weeks. Your first battle. How brave you must have been to survive it.
I wasn't sure I would. But Momochi-san, you said I fought well.
As I knew you would too. Have pride in yourself. Now we push past survival. With my family scroll written in my ancestors' hand. All shinobi families have secrets, you know?
Thank you.
The scroll's lessons will be very useful to you, but more useful when you retrieve it. I gave it away for safekeeping. My floorboards are already full of other secrets.
How many bodies do you have down there?
Where?
With the priest
I
at the
gave
shrine.
it away for
Go,
booze money.
learn from those who came before us.
It's been a
Are there
harsh
women in
winter.
this game who aren't
Tougher than any
warriors?
I can remember.
Fuck if I
Guess
know.
I need toughening up too.
Yeah, there are. Like, there's a lot of them.
Oh,
There
good,
was
running
the
in
bitch that
snow.
was crying over the horse.
True. Uh-oh.
There's Nobunaga's
Minnie's dropping
sister.
them gifts.
There's Nobunaga's sister.
Yeah, that one I have to admit to the chat. That's not going to be an NDA violation either. I knew, the minute I saw Yasuke kind of flirting with Oda Nobunaga's sister, I'm like, the Japanese are really not going to like this.
Yeah, no, they are really fucking pissed about that. I'm like, hey,
And the thing is,
yeah, no.
And that's why I
wonder
basically,
what I'll learn from the
that's why I was
ancestor
kind of rolling
scrolls.
my eyes at so
just
many
wanna be
people
good.
who saying like I said,
A
everyone
real
and their
shinobi.
grandmother had a
The
leaker inside
shrine.
Ubisoft
Auntie
reporting to
Matsu's
them.
scroll will be
I'm like,
close.
if you really wanted something juicy to complain about, that would have been it but no one mentioned it in 6 months. And I was like, that's really
Place
going to
is
piss the
hostile.
Japanese off.
Best to go unnoticed.
Hey, guys, how can we piss off the Japanese anymore?
It's like they had a
Nobunaga's
checklist.
sister
you know?
dating him? Yeah, alright. What else can we do? Really bad release date? Alright. Call Boba Tea Japanese. Let's keep going. That one was the funniest. Oh my god, the marketing for the game is really
The Tory. The Tory.
Yeah.
The one-legged Tory.
Oh, I forgot about that, right? Oh my god, those fucking idiots. Oh, right. I had forgotten about that one because everyone kept
Yep.
sending that one to me. I'm like, oh.
And they also accidentally in quotation, stole the flag from that reenactment group.
Oh, yeah, I had to apologize to him.
And there are some possible, there are some possible copyright infringement things. This was actually something that the Japanese testers mentioned that I was actually surprised to hear. Like, apparently, like, a lot of these, Japanese takes their cultural heritage, like, really, really seriously.
Oh, yeah.
So, I mean, like, let me put it this way. If you had, like, a movie like, let's say, like, I don't know, let's say something like, I don't know what, National Treasure, right? And you put up, like, a fake copy of the Declaration of Independence or something like that. It's not going to be a big deal if you do, but in Japan, you've got, like, all these kinds of, like, cultural copyrights or, like, restrictions on portraying, like, like statues from imperial collections or something like that. They had to actually flag that.
Oh,
That's one of the things
the
they
other
did.
thing that Ubisoft did. You reminded me.
What, the shrine physics destruction?
No, the going into a certain forbidden area and robbing it.
Oh yeah, the robbing the Emperor's tomb for looting the Emperor's tomb for stuff.
Yep. That was the other one. That was the one when I heard it, I started like laughing, going, "Oh yeah, you're fucked, dumbasses."
That must be the scroll.
From a story reason, there might be a good reason to do that. Like,
I will never
given what's at stake, there might be a legitimate story reason for doing that, but it's just a bad idea.
Yeah, it's one
a
of those
very, very bad idea.
Well, like, look at Ghost of Tsushima. They were very, very careful. They wanted to make it a slightly different game, and they ended up not doing it because they didn't want to offend. This one didn't give a shit.
Well, yeah, but this was like a bunch of blind people stumbling around in the dark in some places. Like,
no, this is a bunch of fetish people blinding around in the dark. Let's be real. We know about the writer. She only deleted all of that shit after she got caught.
In any case,
just admit it, man. Like, that's my big thing. If she just would have been out in the open with it.
No, but like, this is one of the
before the game.
No, but that's the thing. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, this is the kind of stuff that what is it that what was I trying to say now? This is the kind of stuff that the Japanese testers did try and bug this. They said, like, this statue appears to be like part of some imperial or private collection. It's a religious thing. You cannot possibly it might not be, it might not be possible to just show it like this. You might have to ask. Ooh, that's new. It's a cow.
Kill it? Oh, you can't kill any animals in this game. Okay.
Well, it's.
I don't
so
want
cute,
to. I just
though.
wanted to see if I could.
Maybe you need to kill it with a certain weapon. I don't know. You have like an arrow or something.
Yeah, I don't
no
have
idea.
anything that I can use right now. Yeah, no, I just... I mean, there was a different game. There was a different script written originally for this game. Apparently it wasn't... It was a bit better, but not by much, but it probably would have been a bit more historically, like... Not as bad, because apparently there was already a script written for an Assassin's Creed Japan game.
Yeah, one thing that I have to say, like, I would like to clarify that I have absolutely no proof for this at all, but there is a kind of a recruitable NPC, like, who does have a history that sounds like the original plans for the Japanese male protagonist were basically just like transplanted onto him. So
yeah, I have to actually look that up. what it was, because I can't remember what the original script was.
Well, basically, I don't remember this character's name, right? But you're eventually going to find a character, right, who is killing people assassin style with like a homemade version of, like the assassin's dagger, the retractable dagger. And basically, like, you hear him just like exposition in the backstory that some assassin who'd used that weapon had saved his life in the past. So he kind of took it up, like he tried to make his own imitation and go do like a Batman vigilante style thing. So I can't prove it, but given the backstory and what has come out about what the original plans for the game was like, I'm wondering if they transferred some of the backstory from the original protagonist to this guy.
Here's
Because
a
it
middle
sounds
finger.
like it.
This is the story you could have had. Oh, I absolutely believe they could have done that and just left it in there as a, haha, you could have had this, but we took it away from you.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Are you finished your training?
For today. But there's so much more to learn, isn't there?
It is only the beginning. We have years worth to catch you up on. Are you ready for that?
I'm ready.
So I think we've been going for 4 hours. I think this is a good place to call it for now. And we will come back. Can I get to the system? Why does that not work? What the fuck? I just want the system.
Is it in the... No, the system there. Animus or system. You have to hold down the... You have to hold down... Yeah, that's one thing I didn't like. Like it's like the menu button or the screen button. You have to hold it down, or like pressing it will save the game, and holding it down will activate the animus or something like that.
It's damn bad programming. But we're gonna call it here. Thank you guys for joining us. Hopefully Lunar will join us again for more of the game.